Konnichiwa minasan. Selamat datang diucapkan untuk anda yang mengikuti sesi ini secara langsung dan juga anda yang menonton setelah live stream ini berakhir ke sesi kolaborasi Stomachofchaos.com bersama Raman Pop Karca Sukaramai BUZZPOPTV. Seperti biasa, saya Kundo Marizu dari Raman Blog Stomachofchaos.com bersama para panelis dari BUZZPOP akan memberi reaksi dan ulasan season finale anime BLEACH TYBW episode Yuichi Ka Jusan yang disiarkan di Raman Streaming Netflix, Disney Plus dan Anime Plus Ultra setiap malam Isnin. Bersama saya panelis malam ini terdiri daripada Anri Yamamoto dan Sang Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Yoroshiku gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Hachama-chama. Salam salome desu wa. Lawak betul lah orang Melayu duduk dekat UK tapi berogat Jepun.
Dia bukan Inggeris, dia bahasa Malaysia.
Malaysia des.
Malaysia des.
Malaysia.
But I know why he does this on purpose. He's trying to steal himself because of the onslaught that we're going to bring to BLEACH.
Dia akan dibangkaikan.
Bangkai.
Dan juga anime dan Gundam bangsa Shazli Merican. Konnichiwa.
Bukan Shazli Merican ke?
Tak, Merican. Dia Merican.
Tak, dia punya L tu tak boleh keluar kan? Sebab dia toran si forma boleh tapi dia tak boleh apa? GL glue. Dia gram rock, bukan glam rock.
Tak, dia baratnya then dia gram lock kah?
Gram Roku.
Gram Roku. Ke bukan gram Roku.
Gramo Roku.
Itulah kan. Doing well, cuma tak sempat nak finish one more Gunpla kit unless aku betul-betul menggila babi. Oh tak boleh, this is the last day ni. So I guess that's it lah. I hit my main targets untuk the Gunpla. And then anime pun, most of the anime I nak tengok dah selesai or ongoing lah. Cuma rasa macam sedih sebab today Saturday. So like, okay, let's see what Anya is doing today. Then alamak, Anya punya series dah habis. Aku terus macam like, tinggal apa nak tengok ni? Apa? The Witch from Mercury. Like, oh no.
Dan
dia tak sempat read, dia dah mati.
Jamal Raslan.
Asal jadi?
Video kau hilang.
Video aku hilang. Sorry. Maaf ada.
Saigo no panelist Jamal Raslan san. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Whatever Anri said gozaimasu. Sorry, aku tak tarik.
Okay lah, that was a bit tiring. Okay. Untuk mana-mana anda yang belum pernah mengikuti sesi ulasan kami, perbincangan kami akan mengandungi spoilers yang berkait dengan episod yang diulas. Dan juga kepada anda yang menonton sesi ini setelah live stream berakhir, sila langgan kepada laman YouTube Stomachofchaos dan BUZZPOPTV supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk menonton live stream kami yang akan datang. Dan jangan lupa untuk tenyeh butang like. Ya, gila cepat siut dah esok New Year's. Korang tak pergi parti buih ke apa ke?
Ni lah parti kita.
Oh, ni parti kita kan. Ya. Yeah, with you in it, we probably get into firework. Hilang lagi. Jamal, dari tadi tau, masa kau nak join, dia kata macam kau punya mic dengan kamera
tak, itu sebab memang aku tak on lagi. And then something's wrong with my cable punya ni.
I see.
Tapi yang ni aku tak tahu kenapa, sebab I was just doing some other stuff.
Oh, probably doesn't like it ke? But we can hear you, I think, because we see the
or maybe
icon.
because I've been making some bank transfers, so maybe bila aku buka my
much
bank punya
power.
website, buka aku punya bank punya website, dia macam ada affect any kind of camera based devices. I don't know. I'm just
Jangan
I doubt
share,
it, but
jangan share screen sudah. Anyway, so I guess let's get the party going dengan segmen reaksi satu ayat. Okay, RIA kita hari ini. Let me just adjust that. Oops.
RIA ke R1A?
R1A actually, yeah, you're right. Anyway, well, this is the finale. So 11, 12, 13 untuk core pertama Bleach 1000 Year at War. Reaksi satu ayat saya ialah Now You Feel Like Number One, shining bright for everyone. We'll go around the clock. Jamal.
Reaksi satu ayatku adalah one thing about doing rather revisiting Bleach and then doing the final arc, adapting the final arc into anime so late, and in a climate where orang punya dissatisfactions atau displeasure dengan Bleach dah masak, dah ranum, dah basi semua. The showrunners can come in with a new perspective and can take everything into account. In a manner of speaking, expectation diorang dah turun ataupun dah reduce. So they can work on it with less pressure, less anxiety, and because of that, a lot of pacing that very dry pacing from the manga has been cleaned up and ironed out, at least in this first core lah ni lah. So the last 3 episodes for core 1 pada aku adalah it's a nice ending to core 1. It ends on a very even pace. Bila kau baca manga, the scene between Ichigo and bapak dia, di mana bapak dia kata, oh ni manga dulu macam ni, pumpang. The manga was a dry read, if you ask me lah, that particular scene, because we were reading that manga with a lot of tension, kan, kita stress about what the storyline was, but
especially what has happened in the past few chapters, kan?
Yes,
you're still reeling from.
Yeah, still reeling from that. What the fuck just happened? Tapi but this, bila kau tengok macam, oh great, so now you see more dynamic. Maybe that was what Tite Kubo intended with Ichigo and the father, at least for the scene, come through in the anime adaptation. So I like that scene. At least it's definitely better than the manga lah. That's how I feel lah. So it made me look back at the manga with in a more forgiving manner. Other than that, it's fine. It's just par for the course for the first 7-8 episodes.
And then just before I give the floor to Shaz, just to add to what you've commented astutely, which is like at least the bit where they say that they're going to kau hilang lagi. Anyway, you can hear us, kan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. At least the bit that they promised that they got Kuko on board and they got the story to be told in a better way or whatever is happening, and we can see it and it's working. They had promised for core 2 nanti there'll be more of the anime only segments, not because of the fact diorang nak macam buat filler, tapi macam just to improve, as like you say, pacing ke whatever ke, just to, because if people are shitting on it sekarang, wait till you see core 2 and 3, and I mean I think can I safe to say that it's just you and I aja kan yang baca manga. Syaz dengan Anri tak baca kan?
Aku rasa Anri baca, tapi Anri kau tak baca?
Saya ada baca the first few chapters for
I know,
this
but
arc,
you've not finished it.
and the Hell arc apa?
Hell arc lah, tak apa. But 55-74 you dah baca?
No.
Okay, because there are lots and lots of criticism. I mean, korang tahu aku sebagai fanboy kan, tapi aku pun boleh cakap macam, let's see what they do lah. Anyway, we're actually going ahead of ourselves. And Shaz, your thoughts? Since you were also not here for the last 10, but give your...
Overall, I feel that the entire series is great. Kalau this was the level of writing, consistent and roughly around the start of before the great Aizen punya arc, it would have been superb lah. There would have been no commentaries lah. Kalau dari segi the 3 episode terakhir itself, mind you, aku ada gap tau sebab aku tak habis the original Bleach.
Wait, if you don't mind me asking, where did you stop?
Aku ada knowledge which is patchy tau. Dia macam ni. I stopped reading around the point when the Aizen arc was getting like tak habis-habis.
You were reading. You were watching. You were reading only.
I was reading only sebab masa tu manga was more accessible to me.
Oh yeah.
And aku tak ikut the anime. But it was reaching the point. Aku ingat lagi siapa penolong dia tu yang mamat macam ni. Not the si buta, the mata sepet.
Jin.
I remember dia punya sword boleh extend indefinitely and then can instantly come back. I remember that one.
I remember.
Tak silap aku ada ingat si Tosen bukan yang buta tu. I remember him losing.
Yeah.
Tapi the fight between Aizen tu aku tengok mostly dekat clip on reels dengan YouTube je lah, YouTube shorts. So generally aku ada general picture, tapi the actual plot point banyak tu probably I'm missing lah. But regardless, I think 11, 12, 13 is a good redemption for Kubo as a writer. Sebab aku tak tahu the remaining 3 core or 4 core or berapa lagi coming kan. But by itself 3 episode ni is a great tie-in to explain a lot of benda yang aku tertanya-tanya sebelum ni dalam the previous Bleach ni. It is a good ending kepada the first core, but you have the revelation and whatnot, and it is a set-up untuk the future core. And aku rasa it is also a good what do you call it, what's the term redemption untuk basically all of the characters who were very like, kita ni hebat, kita ni undefeatable. So they now dah kena kick to basement level in terms of power levels and whatnot. So it'll be a great this one lah. Kita boleh dapat tengok how they will approach this weakness, and benda tu pun kita akan discuss later kan. So yeah, I was very happy lah from somebody who stopped following Bleach and then like, okay lah, you know what, they say this is going to be a new thing, so I gave it a try and I was very happy. Just somebody who like terus jadi like dah bosan dengan Bleach, now macam okay lah, it's worth going to the last ni lah, thousand year punya ni lah, Blood War.
Yeah, I find it quite interesting when you call it a redemption. I mean, but for me, kalau nak kata he's redeeming himself, you would have thought that he wrote this now to redeem himself, but he actually wrote this few years ago.
At that time.
He
wrote it. He wrote it at that time.
Although there were bits, I guess he wanted to redeem himself because he wanted to finish the story satu. But coupled with the problems that I think we spoke in the last Bedah, which was he was getting ill, he just want to finish it. So it is evident in the writing in this last volume 55 to 74 in which ada masalah dalam cerita ni. Macam orang macam asal kau buat macam ni, asal kau buat macam tu. I mean, it's kind of pointless to discuss this even now in the Harapan because all these things will be covered in core 2. So we don't want to jump the gun, and then perhaps we'll see. But tapi I got a feeling kemungkinan lah kalau dia nak adjust pun, kalau dia adjust banyak susah, so it'll be like change the whole story.
Tak, Shaz, basically apa yang kau tengok adalah apa yang dia dah tulis back then at that point in time. Dia tak ada tambah benda baru, dia tak tukar apa-apa benda major. Cuma in terms of the flow dengan tempo of the storytelling, dia ada banyak improvement. And then I think the blessing in disguise with regards to them doing it now is that I hope Anri would agree with me, is that there are some scenes, especially masa Ichigo tengah reflect on Zangetsu and dia punya Zapan Kuto tu, yang ada banyak pop art punya colours, and then the way the visuals and then the raindrops. Itu 10-15 years ago when we wouldn't have gotten it lah, in terms of the CGI punya quality, the animation punya quality. So sekarang that is a blessing in disguise, tapi that does not redeem anything ah. Itu je macam kalau sekarang anime semua buat teknologi ni, lepas tu kau tak nak buat benda ni, memang kau bodoh lah.
Basically icing on the cake lah. That what
icing,
yeah, basically icing on the cake. Okay, Anri, let me just put you in the middle.
Dia menjadi
Dah mengeluh dah. Baru berapa minit? 15
Okay, aku tak boleh gelos sekali dengan Aris. Kalau Aris gelak, kalau Aris mengeluh, aku kena gelak in support.
Okay, the last 3 episodes, right? They were better paced than the previous episode tau, because the previous episode kan, it was a little bit all over the place, but this one was better and it had more context. Because they elaborate on Misaki punya death, why she died. It's not because she was powerless, she was powerful at the time, but because of Ikhwa punya actions kan. Not only her, but Katagiri juga mati. Okay, so alright, we know how Kurosaki became this Matistu character, and I tell you honestly kan, there's a lot overall kan, this series kan has been great. They have improved a lot, and that's not something easy to do when you have so many flaws from like 10 seasons of fillers lah. You redeem yourself, it's not actually accurate lah, because Bleach overall, even with the fillers kan, was an entertaining series lah, but it was more of a slow grind now. But now this 13 episode kan feels like every episode kan is must watch, is consistent, is relevant, is important. You need to watch every episode. It's not like the previous Bleach series where you can just fuck off lah, can just ignore this season lah, because I'm pretty sure they will not be talking back with their bangkai, pergi minum sake, whatever it is lah. Okay, in terms of presentation on Ichigo punya character, right? Here's the problem with Matistu characters tau. You try to portray them as badass kan, but sometimes when you try to deliver kan, it doesn't actually go out properly. Masa dia duk cakap dengan dia punya father, masa dia cakap dengan Zangetsu kan, you want to portray him as a badass, but he was asking, tell me what happened. Are you an enemy or ally? He's like a child for some reason. They're doing this on purpose. He's so strong. He was so gifted. You know, dia punya ovum daripada mak dia was a Quincy. Air mani daripada dan roh daripada what you call that, soul,
Shinigami.
And then the hollow from the white is passed down to him through the attack on Misaki. But for some reason, he's this powerful, but he's this confused, and he can't tell from head to tails kan who's his enemy now. I mean, what happened to your? Macam if you're a combat type of person, you must have some sort of intuition and some sort of awareness. But he seems clueless. And then when they revealed the Zangetsu kan, I was like, holy shit, they're gonna show this new weapon of his kan. Maybe it's a new form of new what you call that weapon, Zangetsu or some
It is Zangetsu.
A new sword lah, a new sword.
Yeah, we'll
a new sword.
We'll
But
speak about in detail later on. But yeah, go ahead.
But they gave us, 2 swords, bland design looking. You know, I was hoping for something macam pedang yang keluar dalam cerita pedang setiawan. You know, something ornate or some. You know,
or maybe something different lah, macam kapak ke baseball bat ke, you know, or like 10 pedang terbang di langit, or some like, wow, even you know the captain division 1 pun tak ada benda gila babing macam ni kan, but you know.
Yeah. Or at least kan macam the Cloud's Buster Sword from Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Something very, something definitive.
Masa Syah sebut pedang 10 terbang tu, aku dah fikir Cloud Strife lah. Aku macam
kan?
Yeah. What do you call that weapon? The Chrono Blade or something. I don't know. At least lah, but you get my point.
Yeah.
He tries to present Ichigo kan into this type of person, but it doesn't actually backfire, and he does this consistently. And yeah. So
go ahead, Anri. Finish it first.
So it dulls the impact lah. Okay, on his characterization. Not the story. Story so far kan has been solid now. Everything yang doesn't make sense starts to make sense. Everything that hasn't been explained has been lined up in a way that we know that it will be addressed in the future storyline. So so overall it's great, but the characterization is still the problem, not just for Ichigo, even bapak dia, which I will explain during the
later
soal. Because I have a lot of issues dengan dia punya
same. But this is paradox is not the right word lah, but this is the dilemma, or rather the conundrum of Kubo at this point in time. Benda yang kita tengok ni adalah benda yang dia dah tulis 15-20 years ago. Benda ni dah habis dah. Dia memang tulis. So kita tak boleh kata dia tak boleh tulis cerita, because benda yang kita tengok dan kita kata okay, nice, it's very nice in terms of story. Kita tolak Ichigo punya karakter. Apa yang kita baca ni cerita, dari segi cerita dia okay, sedap. So dan benda ni hanyalah adaptasi, meaning benda tu dia dah tulis dulu. Benda yang kita baca manga masa dia keluar dulu every week tu, dia dah tulis dah. Tetapi kita punya reaction masa kita baca manga 15-20 years ago versus kita tengok anime, lain gila babi. Even though anime punya adaptation dia buat perubahan tak banyak, because story beat semua maintain. So there in itself lies Kubo punya this Kubo punya thing tau. It's not that we don't think you can write stories in terms of cerita, but bila kau dalam banyak stress, kau tak boleh manage semua benda tu. Kau punya characterization, narrative arc lari, lepas tu engkau rasa kau kena compensate benda tu dengan bagi exposition panjang. Jadi bila dalam manga exposition panjang, that's a 3-issue exposition tau. Penat tau baca. Dalam anime, that is just a 5-minute scene. So dia jadi best. So aku rasa kat sini this is the sadness or the bittersweetness of watching Bleach now lah, yang macam this was the story that this was the feelings that we were meant to feel back when we read your manga back then. Tapi because of all the factors surrounding the title, kita baca manga tu pun kita rasa macam benda ni banyaknya exposition, banyaknya kau cerita. Tapi macam dalam anime, great, awesome. And before kita pergi ke the soal jawab, aku just nak tambah yang bapa Ichigo tu bila hari petik tu, aku tak suka apa tau. Bapa dia cakap dalam last episode kan, dia kata I've been waiting for the right time to tell you all this. I guess this is the right time. Gila kau, Aizen dah boleh destroy the entire fucking world. Anak engkau dah pergi nak selamatkan Rukia dan nak kena cincang dengan Byakuya semua. Lepas tu dah pergi Hekomondo dah Hollow 5 banyak kali. Dah jumpa Grinjo. Baru sekarang kau nak cerita. And you have been in contact with Kisuke Uruhara all this while. Like, bro, come on. And kau boleh relax je bagi anak kau lepas. I just faham tak? Itulah.
Tapi satu benda juga untuk engkau rasa 10 tahun. Itu 10 tahun between the last season 16 dengan sekarang. Tapi Aizen punya distance between Aizen arc dengan sekarang is just one Fullbringer arc, which is only a few months.
No, Kudo, the point is that when Aizen happened, that was such a momentous incident in the world. And the father still did not think at that point in time it was important to explain to Ichigo why he's so powerful.
I do not know the answer to that, but perhaps at that time his quincy powers were not awakened yet, and there was no point to tell it to Ichigo.
No, it's not about the quincy. It's the fact that dia ada hollow punya tu. That hollow punya soul datang daripada mak dia kena gigit. So bila dia dah menunjukkan yang kau ada hollow punya side, the father should have had the presence of mind to say there is a reason why you are also a hollow.
Mungkin father dia tak explain. I can see your point, but mungkin kerana because he was able to use his hollow side with him anyway, because he actually died when he fought Urukura, right? So masa White came out, when he fought Urukura in Hukumondo, masa tu bapak dia dapat balik his Shinigami powers.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
No, the Shinigami bapa dia dapat balik Shinigami powers dia, but the knowledge is still with him. He is still conscious
I know,
of what
but
happened.
I think it's a bukanlah nak kata moot point is the wrong word, but it's of no consequence because if kalau knowledge itu perlu untuk dia harness his hollow powers, yes, but he was doing fine with his hollow powers all the way to defeat of Aizen.
No, you have to understand. Your son are in fatal life-threatening situations.
Yeah.
And you did not deem that as important to tell your son about the history as to why he ended up in this situation in the first place.
Fair enough.
That's my point. That's my point. It's not where he doesn't have to explain where the powers are coming from in detail. But he should have said, okay, you know, Ichigo, the reason why you are in this life, you are caught in this situation, is because masa aku terpaksa jadi manusia ni sebab Aizen yang kau nak lawan ni, yang kau lawan hari tu, dia buat hal. Dia buat hal, lepas tu aku nak mati. Lepas tu mak kau datang selamatkan aku. Masa mak kau tengah nak selamatkan aku, ada benda jadi yang menyebabkan dia ada kuasa hollow. So that's why tiba-tiba kau boleh jadi hollow, kau ada darah Shinigami. Tapi tak apa. When kau dah heal, aku cerita lagi mendalam. Mak kau macam mana. I mean like, that is my point lah. Because imagine if he had that, then the dialogue between Ichigo and the father at episode 13 would have been, Dad, you told me this, but now this is happening. What else are you not telling me? I thought when Aizen was done, that's it. We have solved the world. The world is safe. Now there is a bigger issue and I'm still caught in the middle. I am confused. What is happening? What have you not told me? Then, bila bapak dia kata, oh ni cerita mak kau, lepas tu kan dia kata, Oyaji, arigato. Kan dia kata cakap bapak dia thank you. Oh, that scene would have been more impactful. Bila kita rasa macam, okay, now you really understand why you are caught in all this bullshit.
Yeah. I guess like the storytelling would have been better lah. But
I'm not saying all this sebab aku marah kubur tu. Aku rasa he was that stressed to the point that dia narrative arc tu semua dia ada, tapi sebab dia stress sangat,
anyway,
dia dia tak boleh nak balance semua. So cerita dia jadi okay, exposition.
As what I described to everybody, I mean, get ready lah for course 2, 3 and 4. So alright, before we go, as you say, to the next segment, we got a few comments from chat.
Ada orang nonton. Terima kasih.
Ada. Hey,
the last time you get to see us this year.
Jangan main-main weh. Anyway, hello Afif, problemo power arc. Yes, in a sense.
Aku dengar hari gelap sebab memang Ichigo dia akan ada power arc punya arc ni, confirm.
Just imagine kan, dia basuh pedang dia kan, apa take the whole ocean now.
So they just keren tu lah ocean.
You know why, Anri? Pasal
bodoh lah gitu.
That's why. If you're number 41, 71, dia pakai titik air je. Dia number 1 tau.
Whenever you play that song, I hope somebody stab me from behind.
Well played, Gudo. Well played.
Don't worry, I've prepared myself. Sorry, what we were doing chat, Afif problemo. Aku pun tak boleh main lagu tu lama sangat, takut kena copyright strike.
Yes.
Oh, Jamal terus disconnected.
Tak, because Jamal kena strike. I didn't. Is this something with his devices lah?
Tak apa. I'm pretty sure he will join us soon.
Okay. Yeah. We'll continue with the comments. Okay, hello Buzz. Buzz Light Gaming. Mystery box Zanketsu pun terjawab. There will be in our third segment where we can talk. I mean, the panel will talk about it a bit more. Yep, nice comment about that. Nabil Firdaus. Masaki ni one of elite Quincy ke atau Quincy biasa-biasa saja? Masaki ni dia Edge Quincy. Kalau anda peminat, zaman totally disappeared. If you were a fan of Harry Potter, kalau you know the watak macam siapa, Draco Malfoy kan, the Malfoy family tu, dia umpama Edge lah, because dia darah dia pure, dia tak campur macam, dia
bukan muggle.
Muggle manusia, dia bukan Mark Blood. kita pun ada juga dalam kita punya Kesultanan Melayu, macam for example kalau mak dan ayah tu raja, so anak tu raja bergahara penuh. Kalau you bapa raja, mak you commoner, you tak bergahara penuh. So I know this is elitist, but you're one up lah if you're gahara penuh. So biasanya kalau in the old days, you are favourite lah upon.
Kudo, just tell the viewers kan, the egg quincy kan is the quincy yang paling banyak midichlorians lah, basically.
Yeah, and then lagi tu yang campur tu gamish. So macam Katagiri dia campur, so dia one down. So tu kita tengok mengapa dia jadi macam orang gaji.
Kononnya the power comes from dia orang punya blood.
Yes.
Punya qualities and what not. So bila kau dah kahwin dengan orang lain, macam you ada setengah or 3/4 of the power. So makin lama makin jauh daripada the quincy punya pure bloodline, kononnya lagi lemah lah. Tapi I do not know, kita tak tahu sebab benda tu was not explored in Kubo punya writing. So kita tak tahulah how big of an impact is this, ataupun adakah cuma kepercayaan sahaja.
Dan lagi satu komen daripada Buzz Light Gaming, rasa sebab itulah Urahara yang handle Ichigo about holification. Yes, because Urahara, other than Aizen, is the only person that has done lots of research on holification and not anybody else, so he would know how to. Anyway, we're going to speak about this later on in the second segment. I thought there was another question. Oh, itu je lah soalan yang apa. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I hope that Jamal get to sort out his stuff. So kita nice one. Okay.
Hilang balik.
Lah baru tak. Anyway, kita ke segmen pertama lah. Kita akan masuk ke segmen kita yang pertama ya. Just for you. Anyway, everything but the rain. So saya dah divide ni tak ikut chapter, saya ikut trying to divide it according to some of it will look like it's based roughly on the chapters, but kita nak try to divide according to topic atau scenario yang kita jumpa dah dalam 3 episod yang pertama ni. So saya ambil yang pertama kali, Homecoming, selepas Ichigo kena terpelanting keluar daripada Soul King Palace ke dunia nyata, apa will be the bit lah. So question pertama, siapa rindu Unagia Ikumi? Alah, Jamal pun tak ada. Dia pun rindu.
Aku tak boleh komen sebab aku tak ingat karakter ni.
Karakter ni mula diperkenalkan masa Full Bring Arc. Masa tu Ichigo dia dah tak ada power. So dia kerja part time. And then nama girl ni, surname dia Unagia. Kedai Unagi as you can see from the picture is eel. Freshwater eel. Kalau you makan sushi, you pernah makan nasi Jepun yang ada eel tu. They are very very nice, expensive. The real eels are actually darah dia racun. You really have to cook it. You know how to cook it. And unfortunately, because of the fact, it's toxic. Basically, when the people who the chefs are quite good lah when they know how to cut it. Basically, the freshest thing, they really take the thing hidup-hidup and they just pancung depan kepala kau. I rather not see how my food is made like that, but they've eaten it so much that they had to buy it from farms in China. And it's a joke actually. Surname dia Unagia. Ya selalu maknanya kedai. So kalau you sushi ya ke whatever ya ke, so Unagia maknanya kedai unagi. And she's like, aku jaga kedai unagi. But anyway, so apakah di fikiran Ichigo to your pada pandangan anda bila dia kena lempar balik? Obviously he looks a bit confused. I mean, dia macam serba salah, tak nak jumpa bapak dia. The first person dia pergi jumpa Ikumi. Anybody's got any thing to say? I mean, I didn't assign a. At the end of the day, all of you will be chipping in anyway. So siapa nak go for this question?
Aku rasa I'll take it very quickly. After Ikumi dah jawab soalan tu, because masa Ichigo blur sekejap when he had that macam a flash ni, kan Ikumi cakap, I feel like I'm more like your elder sister. And then if you have anything, you just come to me. If you have a problem, come to me. So this is two people yang dah biasa dengan tough love yang tak payah cakap banyak atau tak reti nak express what they feel. Trying to one is trying to understand the other and understands it successfully, and then she just makes the admission lah. Okay, if you need anything, just let me know. I think I see you as my younger brother. That's it. So Ichigo did not really talk about what was bothering him. But Ichigo just needed to speak to somebody whom he felt understood who he was, or he was comfortable talking to, even if he didn't end up talking. Yeah. So I think that was just the scene.
Although it didn't matter as much, they actually didn't. Actually, when he was in the shower, he was monologuing, but they didn't do the monologue. Anybody else got any thoughts about?
Tak cuma it feels like dia macam nak kena jumpa balik bartender lah. Yang ni lah, bartender kan, kalau kita tengok cerita-cerita US, they always end up dia pergi kat bartender, tak ada cerita apa-apa, and yet tadi mind dia dah clear. Sebab why? Dah all the problem dia dah luahkan, whether directly or indirectly. Other than that, aku tak kenal sangat karakter ni, so macam tak boleh nak komen banyak lah.
Aku rasa tak kenal sangat pun. I mean, dia actually very pendek je dia punya introduction. Dia macam kita pun tak tahu penting ke apa dia, tapi macam she is a pivotal, bukanlah pivotal, but she was there lah for Ichigo masa dia macam trying to find himself when he's not got his powers. Anri got anything to say or?
Yeah, actually if I am acquainted with Ikumi, I would visit her whenever I had the time lah. Look at her. But in all seriousness kan, in all seriousness, Ichigo visited her because he just wants to pitch out his problem. He doesn't have a solution, but he has something in his psyche lah nak cakap. But he knows if he explain this to Ikumi kan, Ikumi does not have an answer because she does not see the whole picture. She doesn't understand the grand scale of things. But she was there when he was vulnerable, and she was able to help him move on. So he wanted to move on from this scenario so that he could, come to a solution lah. Besides, namanya Ikumi.
I think another reason is because Ichigo feels that she is removed from all the things that's happening in his life.
Yes, an outsider.
She's an outsider. Jadi she is less judgmental. So Ichigo terus can allow himself to be vulnerable, even though he did not end up talking to her anyway. But he just needed that space.
Yeah.
She views him as a human lah, not as a Shinigami or as Ichigo the savior. Dia ni cuma budak sesat yang kerja dengan aku dulu.
Masih lagi kerja dengan dia.
Yeah. Masih lagi dia duduk ponting. Because dia
Shinigami je kerja.
Tapi one thing, this is not a question, but it's an observation. If you look at the third inlay, she could see the badge, the Daiko Sho Shinigami Daiko tu. Tapi benda-benda yang berkena-mengena dengan Shinigami ni sepatut orang biasa tak nampak tau. Tapi macam
Aku rasa kedua yang badge tu, because he is not a full Shinigami, he's not a full-fledged Shinigami kan. So kan dia separuh Shinigami. So and dia bukan spirit, jadi dia macam that is a real tangible real world physical thing, just as a intermediary just as a medium. Dia just as a medium.
Masalahnya sebelum aku in between last bedah dengan this one, aku repeated the full bringer arc for fun. Apparently masa dia hilang power tu, masa tu orang boleh nampak because it was just a piece of wood. But but lagi satu, I kind of we are jumping lah sikit. Tapi kan masa when she came to return the thing, she could see the dad, right? I think.
Pada aku benda tu tak clear. I thought she was not supposed to see the dad because the dad was wearing ni. And then kan dia tak ada cakap dengan dad, and then dia tak ada kata belakang tu siapa. And then Ichigo kata okay, I'm gonna leave now. And then Ikumi dah belah, I'm gonna leave now, tu bapak dia kata, kau nak pergi mana tu?
Anyway.
Ikumi did not acknowledge the father. Aku macam you're not supposed to see the father. What is this bullshit?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going on to the next segment. So because there's nothing from chat. Okay, here we go. Right, so it's still everything but the rain, but in view of what ISSHIN calls his beloved Masaki, I thought this song from the Beatles would be apt. Here Comes the Sun, but we go back 20 years ago when all this happened lah. So just a general observation, what are your views on the dynamics between these characters, between ISSHIN and his subordinate Lieutenant Matsumoto Rangiku and the third seat. At that time, Toshiro was a third seat. A lot of the comedy has been taken out, obviously. I know we're repeating this like tapi walaupun ada lawak sikit macam that bottom bit of the unfortunately blocked by the EBTR punya subtitle tu, but but anyway, this probably will lead to Anri's possible comment on ISSHIN. Do you want to start, Anri? Yeah.
The most unbelievable thing I see in this whole context kan is why the hell is the Ichigo's father's not shagging Matsumoto Rangiku? I mean, she's your second command, always follow you around. Why you touch her? Yeah, are you gay or something? She even looks like Mom Ichigo, if you notice kan. The features.
That's why, Anri, you're not the captain of the 10th anyway.
The captain of the Goten squad, 10, whatever squad kan.
12.
Jatuh cinta dengan Ichigo, Misaki, who happens to be 15 years old. But Rangiku is a full-blown adult and he never touched her. I'm like, what's going on here?
Anri has a good point though. That is a really good point. A really good point.
I'm stating the truth. He's into loli tapi tak sentuh Yachiru. Tak sentuh apa.
Masalahnya
it's an interesting thing that he raised. Sebab apa? Sebab macam okay, so kita kena pergi balik to the point yang di mana SHIBA kata okay, saya commit to Misaki. And that moment was when Urahara Kisuke cakap okay, kita kena ada orang duduk dengan dia sebab otherwise my operation akan gagal kerana tak ada orang tolong dia lawan the holification whenever it's about to take over her body. So but if you do this SHIBA, you will lose your powers as a Shinigami. Okay, I will do it. So faham tak? The Anri, that is also one of the crux lah of the character. Motivation kau ialah kau nak menyelamatkan orang yang menyelamatkan nyawa kau.
Yeah, you owe them. Okay, understand.
You owe them. Fair. But that's it. Engkau captain kot. Engkau boleh kata kau pergi kat Genryusha Yamamoto, kau pergi jumpa balik siapa nama ni, kau bawa je kat Goten 13. Okay, we have this Quincy, we know we're supposed to kill them, but she saved my life because this was the issue, blah 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 blah. Nope, he did not do that. What did he do? I will protect you and I will get myself expelled from Soul Society so I can be with you. It's
okay. Let me just add something. If he were to say okay, I will take care of Misaki and agree to all this bullshit blah blah blah, cannot return back to society, at least let me inform Rangiku or Toshiro of the situation. If not, they'll think I'm dead or I just ran off. This is one, at least they can cover my ass. It'll be the ideal situation for me to cover my tracks and for you to move on.
And it's not just covering his tracks. It's the fact that dia boleh beritahu kat Toshiro dengan Rangiku and just about like macam just in case anything happens in the future, ada holification punya issue yang pelik-pelik, korang kena tahu that this is one of the ni, because they were caught in a situation where the hollows that Aizen was creating from that Shinigamis was making problems. Boleh tak that huge issue lepas SHIBA punya case ni tak ada orang bising dah. Of course lah, Aizen was able to hide it better, fair enough. But point is, SHIBA, you're a captain. You are so heroic to the point that okay, korang semua belah, aku boleh handle hollow seorang ni. You are so heroic, but can you not realize that macam bro, ini adalah masalah yang Soul Society tak pernah jumpa. A hollow that was created from a dead Shinigami soul. It is serious. Kalau kau nak tinggalkan Soul Society, you need to let somebody know that some fucker is doing this shit. Okay, but I suffered from it, so I have to I have to lose my Shinigami powers. But you guys need to know this. Manalah tahu lagi 5 tahun, lagi 10 tahun, shit happens. So the fact that that doesn't happen, dia jadi macam peliknya. And then tiba-tiba sekarang kau nak bagi dia jadi important person in Ichigo's life. This is the history of your mother. This is where dia disjointed lah. So jadi orang macam aku dengan Ari macam masa kita baca manga tu macam dan tengok sekarang macam kau ni where are you? This is why I can't help but to compare Bleach to Naruto, because diorang sama-sama. Because Naruto benda-benda kecil macam ni, benda-benda bodoh macam ni tak pernah ada. Dia tak ada. Everything is tied very nicely.
Yeah, because you have to understand kan, they were fighting kan the White Hollow tau. That White Hollow killed at least like 20 Shinigami in that Karakura town now. Yeah, it's a big deal, and Captain SHIBA almost got killed now. So this is not a small elopement with Misaki punya matter tau. This is a big shit that is brewing in the future tau. So for him to just casually just go MIA like that, right? It's out of character for him as a savior for Misaki and as a captain for the Gote. So that is my issue.
Kau ingat tak ada satu part tu kan masa dia tengah nak lawan, and then Aizen datang daripada belakang and slashed him.
Yeah.
Lepas tu dia kata oh shit, that is not from the hollow, that is from a Zapan Kuto. So he knows a Shinigami is involved.
Yeah.
Macam
there's a traitor. He said himself right?
Yeah, there's a traitor, yeah. I don't mind him losing his Shinigami powers, marrying Misaki or whatever. I don't have an issue with that at all, zero. But when it was told in this way, dia jadi macam pelik because it is very disjointed So
because in a nutshell kan, what happened was kan, when he found out that he had to save Misaki this way kan, he just dropped everything and said, okay, I'm going to marry this 16-year-old and good luck to you all fuckers. Handle yourself. Okay, and I'm saying goodbye to Rangiku punya ass. Okay, which is actually the most illogical thing to sacrifice.
Betul lah ni.
Aku rasa dia punya there is two parts to this issue sebenarnya. One is that Kubo wanted to write the fact that dia ni very bangang lah. Kalau anak dia Ichigo tu bangang, so bapak dia pun lagi bangang. So in the sense that dia tak boleh nak prioritize what is important in your line of duty, what you should tell people, what you should hide and what not. So the thing is, cara dia beritahu tu was done in a way that benda tu dah resolve sebelum ni, and then benda ni it looks like it was plastered on. Oh, tapi sebenarnya that was the feeling of what this entire storyline is. But finally enough, why my head is still facing forward is because they actually fit character dia tu. Cuma kita tengok daripada luar from a story writing perspective, tak bagus lah. Sebab it looks like it was patched on. Oh,
not just story writing, dari segi watak seseorang manusia atau whatever lah in authority. Go ahead.
Kalau if this was his character from the very beginning, that means it was told earlier, oh sebenarnya dulu aku dengan mak kau macam ni. And then throughout, because kita boleh nampak at the start of the manga, because kebetulan aku start baca yang Jump punya online app tu, the characterization of the father back then at the start, masa dia cuma Ichigo Rukia as the Shinigami punya ni, dengan personalization dia punya personality dekat sekarang ni as the ex-captain etc, consistently bodoh. So that was good, but the storytelling felt like macam orang dah berluka kau letak plaster. So macam tak cantik lah. Kalau tu compare macam Jamal mention kan, kalau macam Naruto, dia awal-awal dia nampak dah luka, oh okay aku turun balut, letak ubat semua ni. Ini dah luka berdanah semua ni, baru years later aku letak plaster. Benda tu dah habis sembuh semua. So macam like the value is lost lah because of the timing and the way it was done. Kalau it was done like in the main plot before the 1,000 year punya story ni kan, it would have been more impactful lah. So
but the thing is, Bapak Ichigo punya perangai tu, the reason why he does that is to deliberately is a smoke screen. Dia deliberately nak cover his trail so that orang tak tahu yang sebenarnya dia ni ada backstory. That's why the characterization was like that, because the moment kalau kau baca anime, there are some moments when he becomes serious, all that is gone. So dia ada momen-momen yang dia jadi serious, especially bila dia dengan Urohara Kisuke masa awal-awal dulu. So the thing is, because the father is a smart man, so he uses slapstick atau kebangangan slapstick, benda-benda slapstick ni nak cover line. Sebab apa? Dia tahu dia adalah manusia Shinigami yang duduk dalam gigai. So dia tak boleh nak attract attention to himself. So kira in that sense, dia bukan bodoh sebab dia bodoh. Dia bodoh sebab aku nak kena cover line. Tapi kalau macam kau nak kata Ichigo bodoh sebab bapak dia bodoh, aku terima only because Ichigo is confused and he doesn't know the head or tail of what's going on. But for the father to be like that, when we know the father ada moments throughout the series yang macam, oh tiba-tiba bapak dia nampak pandai bila dia sembang dengan Urohara Kisuke. Oh sebenarnya okay, bapak dia ni ada something. So we know that whatever dia buat lawak bodoh, dia belasah anak dia cekik anak-anak dia, itu semua fasad je. So we know that. But it's so late lah, macam kau cakap lah, it's so late bila baru kau keluar benda ni. So macam, I mean it is what it is lah. So tak boleh buat apa. Bleach adalah satu siri yang semua orang benci, dan semua orang suka kutuk, tapi semua orang still sayang. That is the thing about Bleach. Aku jarang lah jumpa anime dan title macam ni. Aku marah kat Bleach tapi aku sayang Bleach. Aku tak tahu.
Kita kutuk sebab it could have been so much more.
Yeah,
it could have been so much more.
So much more. Yeah.
Tapi kan, are we going to talk about dia punya the whole bangkai and power progression and all that later on?
I suppose
nanti lah. Bangkai macam mana?
In general, diorang punya ni lah, diorang punya power structure ni.
I didn't have that in mind, but we can do that later, please. Aku just side note sikit lah. The fact that he can become the future captain because he mastered the bangkai first and not the second in command means dia orang tak ada in terms of seniority to become the next captain. They will decide dalam group tu who is the most capable, dia akan jadi captain. That's okay. Kenapa the rest of all the people in society who are fighting as Shinigami tak belajar to unlock dia orang punya bangkai? Terpulang kepada masing-masing. Terpulang kepada sikap masing-masing lah. Macam Renji belajar dia punya bangkai pun lambat kan? Renji Renji belajar masa dia lepas dia. So there's no rule. Macam Toshiro is odd one out, he's a protege, he's a kid. Compare dengan dia. Tapi I don't think there's a particular set macam syllabus ke kau dah jadi lieutenant kau kena.
I know. So that's the thing. If they implemented that, okay, this is the basics of how from your Zanpakuto you boleh keluar Shikai. Is that the first level?
Yeah, Shikai.
Shikai. So to achieve this, you kena belajar macam ni. And then there's a certain part, let's say mungkin 70%, this is what all basics kena tahu. The last 30%, that is you. On you for you to learn. So kalau kau malas, kau jadi Shinigami basic je lah. Kalau kau rajin, you can push the 30%. And then kalau dah master the Shikai, okay. Bangkai pula, how do you achieve? Because if they did that as a syllabus, because we saw them training dengan basic sword strike and everything. Yalah. So why not explain to them, benda ni wujud, not everybody is skilled enough or diligent enough or ada insight untuk reach the level of bangkai. But if you tell everybody of the existence of bangkai, tell everybody how you can work towards it, then it's up to you lah, kau malas ke, tak belajar ke, or tak ada skill ke, tak ada talent ke. But in the end, dalam berpuluh ribu benda tu, at least adalah 1,000 orang yang boleh sampai bangkai. Ini tak, dah mati kapten baru, okey lah aku belajar bangkai. Okey, bangkai.
Aku ada jawapan yang sedikit sinis nak menjawab soal Syaz punya soalan, tapi I will defer to Anri first, kot dia ada benda nak cakap.
Yeah, I was under assumption kan, in order to master bangkai kan, you should have some sort of individual awareness that you reach satu tahap kan where you have trained enough, and then you reach a limit kan, then you go over that limit tau, and everyone punya limit kan is different tau, so that's why you cannot actually tell someone how to achieve bangkai, because they have to climb this wall on their own tau. So in a sense kan, I'm okay with that lah, but if you said there must be some sort of uniform training that for them to achieve more bangkai users kan, was this addressed? I'm not sure. So I think my what I'm trying to say is actually more accurate as to why bangkai is rare among the shinigamis lah.
Yeah. I think okay. Oh, sorry, Jamal, you want to say?
You comment.
Aku actually bukanlah. I just if you have something to say, go ahead, because aku punya cerita panjang, aku banyak benda nak rebat daripada tadi punya explanation. Korang bertiga.
Aku punya jawapan aku kepada statement Syaz, jawapan sinis, tapi sinis dalam gurauan I don't mean this like ni. It's because sebab Kubo ni adalah dia channel banyak 80s dan 90s punya shonen manga punya titles, di mana dua orang lawan sama kuat. Macam mana kita nak menang? Aku ada special move. Special move ni aku release the spirit and power of my sword. Sebab aku conscious. And then lepas tu, okay, sekarang macam mana kita nak explain yang dia ada power ni, yang sword dia ni ada power. Okay, power dia ni bangkai. So dia train, lepas tu dia dapat bangkai, bla 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 bla. Okay, cool. So benda tu jadi afterthought. But this is just the ni lah. Meaning bangkai has always been the, okay, bila karakter ni keluar je, kita suka tengok dia ni lawan. Sebab apa? Kita nak tengok bangkai dia. That's it. It's just a showing off thing. Not even a Kamehameha. Because Kamehameha, you know that, okay, I need to release a huge amount of chi, concentrated to kill one fucker. Okay, that's a Kamehameha. Bangkai is like, okay, this is my special move. Like in a Street Fighter, bila kau lawan, bang kau dah penuh, tak kisah timing bila, kau buat je power move kau. So, this is my cynical answer. Sebab that is bangkai. Sebab tu beza Naruto dengan Bleach. Naruto, dia siap kata, sebelum kau nak kena jadi Chunin, lepas tu kau kena jadi Genin, lepas tu kalau kau tak sampai certain level, your chakra manipulation skills dengan chakra concentration skills are low, kau tak boleh buat jutsu ni sekian. Jadi bila kau tengok karakter tu buat jutsu tu, dua jawapan je. Dia train gila babi, dia talented gila babi. That means orang macam mana karakter ni boleh jadi talented? Dia darah siapa? Dia anak siapa? Dia cikgu siapa? Atau macam mana karakter ni boleh belajar dia cepat-cepat? That is where it becomes compelling, because then the mangaka is forced to cerita, karakter ni dia boleh belajar jutsu ni sebab macam ni. Baru kita macam, karakter ni kuat sial. Sebab kau ada comparison. Sebab studio-studio lain pun nak ambil exam yang sama, setengah lepas, setengah tak lepas. Point Syaz adalah, kan, tak tahu setengah ada bangkai, setengah tak ada bangkai. Apa benda ni? Inilah. This is the Taitai Kubo punya ni lah. Macam kau tengok Dragon Ball Z lah. Benda yang Taitai Kubo take inspiration from yang dia suka gila babi. Goku train sebab Goku suka lawan. Dia tak ada macam, aku kena jadi hero yang kuat kerana lagi 3.5 tahun akan ada orang datang ke bumi. Itu much later. Masa dia kecil-kecil dulu, aku suka lawan, aku nak jadi fighter sebab that was the trope back then. So dia ambil banyak inspiration macam ni. Jadi dia tak structure. So the fact that kau ada Goti 13, kau ada Soul Society, kau ada bangkai tu, pada dia, okay, this is a good enough framework. Tapi ini adalah jawapan sinis saja dalam gurauan. Aku tak rasa dia macam tu sebenarnya. But it could just be that lah, macam kita bagi je lah Mamat ni bangkai. Bangkai ni apa? Ni special move. Special move macam mana? Yang ada pedang je boleh ada special move. Okay. Dia semua orang ada pedang ke? Tak semua orang dapat pedang. Okay. Dia macam tu lah. Sometimes it seems like that sometimes.
Anyway, just on a technical point, bangkai, looking at the sumber daripada I usually look at the fandom.com wikia because it's usually compiled by a lot of fans who've read. So essentially, bangkai, to achieve it, one must be able to materialize and subjugate the Azam Pakuto spirit, blah 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 blah. Tapi whatever it is, it usually takes 10 years or more to achieve, plus the experience needed to master it. So I mean, it's one of those things like some people get it faster because if you're macam kat sekolah, kalau kawan kau tu genius ke apa ke.
Tapi ada Shinigami dah beratus tahun kot.
Yelah.
I mean, we're not talking about the lieutenants. We're talking the Shinigami Marhin yang kena potong cincang senang-senang macam tu yang tak ada nama.
Tapi biasalah. Bukannya semua orang sama skill level kan. I mean if you get to the third seat, macam aku rasa the hierarchy is just that. I mean ini bukan punya gambate you can be I got a feeling there's also bits of if brilliant people get there higher lagi cepat ke apa sampai dulu.
I mean kalau katakan dia cakap very in simple term, kalau kau tak boleh dengar pedang kau cakap dengan kau tak boleh japat bangkai.
Betul.
Macam Zaraki kan, Kenpachi Zaraki, he cannot hear the sword. Until recently lah, he could not hear the sword, that's why dia tak ada bangkai. So that was a clear statement. But it was made special to Kenpachi sahaja. Dia bukannya
that was something else.
Generic term. Kenapa ada captain, kenapa lieutenant, kenapa Rangiku ni dah berpuluh tahun tapi tak jadi captain juga sebab dia tak dengar bangkai, the sword telling talking to her. That's why she cannot see bangkai. Dia tak boleh jadi captain.
Yeah. I think bangkai ni dia nebulous lah. I mean like it's a good and a bad thing. Sebab it's good because it gives Kubo a lot of creativity. Kan? So bangkai at its best kita semua suka. One of the reasons kita semua suka Bleach is because of the bangkai. At its best, bangkai tu macam lah. Gila kau. Semua orang boleh tengok Byakuya punya first time bangkai tu, Senbon Sakura tu, aku rasa I was like, bro, yeah man, I want to be your student. So, but it's nebulous. So, because dia tak properly define, benda tu bukan trainable, meaning kau tak ada a specific set of training yang kau boleh lalui. Sebab kalau kau tak ada pedang yang diberi pada kau, kan, yang macam Shinigami yang dekat Soul King Palace tu bagi tahu, then you're not gonna have a Zapan Kuto, or you're not gonna have a bangkai. So dia buat benda tu nebulous lah sebab dia memang tak nak benda tu ada sistem. So that way orang yang jadi captain boleh nampak kenapa kau captain. Dan orang yang jadi lieutenant, itu keputusan captain nak pilih kau jadi lieutenant. Kalau captain tu nak kau jadi lieutenant sebab bukan kau ada bangkai atau bangkai kau kuat, tapi sebab memang kau complement the captain and the squad, no comment. So I guess in that sense, in a manner, on one side Kubo boleh buat benda tu lagi elok, boleh cerita, boleh jelaskan lagi jelas atau lagi elok. Tapi on one side juga mungkin daripada aku bangkai tu okay as a system. Tapi point Shaz tu betul lah. Aku tak tahu orang ni kenapa tak ada bangkai, orang ni kenapa ada bangkai, kenapa orang ni boleh skip, kenapa orang ni tak boleh skip. Lepas tu boleh sampai kat Ichigo, dia tak payah berlatih, dia tak payah ada apa-apa. Dia terus sampai. Sebab bapa aku Shinigami, mak aku Quincy, dalam dada aku ada holo, betul aku human. Damn kau.
Kita tahu. Itulah jawapan untuk kesemuanya dan aku akan main lagu tu sekali lagi.
Aku nak, there's a serious question sebab kalau bapa dia pakai gigai boleh dapat anak, so why isn't more spirits coming down, ambil gigai, let's make some babies.
Why? What for?
What for? Betul tak? Dia spirit boleh
memang
masuk,
boleh, tapi what
gigai.
For? What for?
Dah kalau Rangiku kau tak minat, kau carilah budak 15 tahun.
Okay. I refuse to budge until I say my piece.
Go.
We're gonna go for 5 hours and I don't give a fuck. Okay.
Apa? Kita sampai celebrate New Year kat Malaysia. Kita tentang.
Celebrate. No, we're gonna celebrate New Year's Eve 2024. Anyway, Okay. Aku lupa bawa notebook aku. Aku ingat ambil nota tapi I'll try use my brain lah. What's left of it. Yes.
What's left of it
Masaki 15. Dia tak kahwin on the spot. Dia pergi universiti semua. Baru lepas dia orang kahwin. So she did.
We know that.
But okay lah. Probably it's a bit of a memoirs of a geisha kind of thing in which, you know, when Ken Watanabe's character fancied. Siapa dah tengok wayang tu? You know, he in the end married her, but he was in contact with her since she was like what 8. So people go like,
kalau kat US benda ni namanya grooming tau, grooming.
Yalah, tapi kalau grooming, kalau dia bawa balik Masaki dalam bilik dia, toceng dia every night ke, tu lain cerita lah kan. Tapi I don't think that's the case. Oh god, yeah, I wish I had written notes. We were talking about that one. We were talking about SHIBA ISSHIN. Yes, I agree with Jamal. But although they cover line, tapi masa dia dekat sini at this point, there's no line to cover anyway because this is before the fact. But there is, I think, also an element of goofiness about him. I mean, dia tak adalah. Yes, you are right. He's got his serious side to him. But I mean, he does come across as quite lackadaisical, macam Shunsui Koraku. Yang lagi seko yang macam malas, relax, tak apa, relax tak ada apa. So
Shunsui babi kuat tu.
Exactly. So that's that one. Him wanting to help Masaki as, I think because that was the only option.
Yeah.
He was there. He was the only guy there. Unless Kisuke's not going to take his soul and put it, and then it's up to. I mean, he could have said no, but he said yes. So he was the only person there, and there was no two ways about it, because the Ryuken has no part in this to save Masaki. So Hobson's choice is him. But yeah lah, back to the bit where you should have told your colleagues ke apa-apa. Itu we'll put it down to character fault. I mean, he's made a mistake. Yeah, I mean we could have if we were there, we could have chastised him. Kau ni fikirlah sikit pasal kau punya. Tapi that's how it is. That's how it is. And kalau tak ada benda ni, tak adalah cerita ni kan. Okay, now we go on to the next question. So what do you understand? ISSHIN memulakan penyiasatannya di Narakicho setelah menerima laporan pembunuhan Shinigami yang ditugaskan kat sana. Apakah anda faham mengenai holo buatan Aizen yang dinamakan White? Anybody wants to go first?
No, this one aku defer kepada siapa-siapa.
I think it's pretty clear cut lah. It's an experimental holo yang Aizen buat. For him to actually gain control of society and create the sky key or whatever it is lah. It's a means to an end basically.
I think Aizen about an army. That's my suspicion.
Yeah. Anri, have you got any ideas what you think that you know, within the holo kan ada, well, as the word name holo ada lubang kan. Tapi within it is that thing yang otherwise were in the jars, and they kind of, and then that thing kind of blew up just before it was destructed.
I'm guessing it's they inserted a modified holo into either Rokai or Shinigami candidate. So that's why it's.
I think it's the latter. Yeah, I think it's the latter. But yeah, fucker betul. I mean, aku tak ingat sangat masa manga what it looked like, but I think I did look at it, but I wasn't expecting them to animate the bit where the guy's face got sliced nicely, because that looks like a anime yang bukan Bleach.
Yeah,
that looked like, I was like,
that was a Blade of the Immortal punya moment now.
Oh, apa?
Blade of the Immortal.
That kind of stories kan.
Wait, Blade of the Immortal. Oh man.
Aku tak pernah Office of the North Star.
Aku tak tengok Blade of the Immortal. Ada anime tak?
Apa Blade? Blade ada?
Because aku tahu ada manga, but I've watched the
Blade
live action. Bloody as hell. Siapa Shaz? Got any views?
Tahu tak sangat. Honestly, that point to me sebab aku ada missing knowledge and the fact that aku tak baca the manga. So as of now, aku rasa macam dia nak Kubo was trying to explain sebenarnya Aizen ni dah bertahun-tahun dulu lagi dia dah buat plan dia. So dia tak adalah macam come out from nowhere lah. But that's why aku topi ke belakang because it feels like benda tu was an afterthought lah. Again, like some of the story writing yang ada dalam this season is done nicely, tapi disebabkan the previous seasons terlampau panjang and lost interest, aku rasa macam like, dia ni baru buat ke idea ni? So
idea ni
it's hard for me to justify
dalam arc yang bernama is it the Lost Pendulum arc or the something Pendulum arc
yang ada Faizat tu kan.
Dulu ada orang tanya, bukanlah orang tanya, dulu kan kita macam offer to people if you want to watch. Actually tak banyak tau, substitute Shinigami, Vaizat arc tu, Aranka arc, Vaizat arc, Aranka arc, Aizen arc, dalam tu the Pendulum arc, Fullbringer arc, this arc, tu je. Anything else, tapi masalahnya it does not correspond to the seasons. Because some of the arcs were too long. There were like a couple of seasons and I can't remember whether like season 11 divided into 2 ke tak. Itu tak ingat. So as usual tengok dekat ni lah. Tengok dekat Google. Okay, so obviously after that, I mean the next bit we're going to talk about the SHIBA ISSHIN versus White fight yang kemudiannya disertai seorang ex-Quincy as we know now, mak Ichigo, Kurosaki, Masaki. Just general pandangan atau ulasan tentang fight pendek tapi yang penuh makna ini. I call it penuh makna because without this fight we don't have the story. Anyway,
dia Bleach punya story ya.
Aku nak jawab dulu.
Go.
Bapak dia kan?
Bapak dia lawan White.
Aku rasa bapak dia bangang. Shikai tak keluar, Bangkai tak keluar. Apa benda entah? I mean, you're a captain. Okay, let's say lah mungkin ada society punya this one, kau tak boleh pakai bangkai in the real world. Nanti the whole world gegar over, I don't know. Shikai kau tak pakai, kau punya magic powers pun tak pakai. Macam apa benda ni? Lepas tu tiba-tiba kau dah injured. Like, It feels very very macam dia tak layak jadi captain lah kalau that is his level of fighting. Because all of the captains that we have seen, kita jangan cakap captain zaman dulu tau. Captain yang Ichigo punya time ni, everyone has shown a degree of fighting. Sama ada sword skills, dia punya shikai, bangkai, or even just combination of sword and magic powers. So for the fact that he just kalah macam tu, macam like alamak, apa benda lah. When the level of shikai and bangkai is significantly higher than what other Shinigami punya powers are, he should not have been that critically injured lah. I would have preferred kalau dia tengah lawan White tu, tengah lawan, lepas tu belakang dia kena slash. Then he knows for a fact 100% there is a traitor. Because dia tak rasa another hollow punya presence. Because they can detect hollow kan.
But so you know they were hidden right? Pakai hijab.
Betul. But that's the thing. It would have been, to me lah, it would have been better kalau dia tengah lawan that White punya hollow and toe to toe. Macam like, tak ada hal. Tiba-tiba kena slash dari belakang. Like, I don't sense any other hollow. Takkan another Shinigami traitor. And during that moment, dia terkejut. Dia kena surprise attack, baru dia tercampak to the ground and then Masaki show up.
Yeah. Just to avoid
me,
for me having to answer this in 30 minutes time and forgetting it, my reasoning lah daripada pemahaman tengok apa. Mungkin satu tak sempat, dua mungkin he underestimated White because they think hollow, kita pakai pedang lah. Tapi you're right lah. Tapi I think that's his fatal mistake lah. He underestimated this.
Jawapan aku adalah Sebab dia punya Getsuga Tensho tu dia save for something even more important, which is to fight the hollow in the body and soul of Misaki.
Tapi dia tak kena
He wouldn't know that. Yeah, no, he's joking. But he wouldn't know that yet.
Itulah kan.
Like father like son.
Betul dengan
Ada move
Jamal.
lain. Getsuga Tensho. Tension aku.
Because it work. If it ain't
Enemy is
broke,
bigger.
don't
I
fix
give a bigger Getsuga Tensho. Apa benda?
it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Dia macam Goku lah. Aku Kamehameha kecil, makin besar,
Tak ada. You cannot say that.
Besar.
Goku ada move, lepas tu Goku punya fight sequence ada banyak. Dia ni macam dia boleh nak power je, Goku ada spirit bomb lagi. No, I'm not gonna give you that. Cannot.
Aku tak tengok dan baca Dragon Ball, aku tak ada benda nak ribat. And Anri, you mention something or you haven't?
I'm just gonna say Aizen's too strong. Aizen's too strong. Maybe that's why Captain SHIBA tak boleh dodge that hidden attack, because Aizen's too strong. Because the next person in Bleach yang
Dia tak nampak.
Dia tak nampak is one thing. Plus Aizen kan is the chief antagonist for the previous series tau. He was made not to be able to die at this point tau. So another Matistu character yang titik kubu sayang sangat. So he made him very OP lah kata orang.
It's number 2. Lagi tu benda tu not just hide dia punya appearance, nampak dia hide the reacts tu as well, so he couldn't have felt the presence of the three of them.
Aku tak ada isu langsung dengan Aizen being undetectable and all that. It's just that as a captain and you're facing a hollow, and then you dah Mamat ni kuat, and you still tak power up in some form or start using other.
As I said, fatally he made a fatal mistake lah. He just made a fatal mistake lah.
Because there's no 15-year-old girls at the area. Mana dia tak sedar.
Tak ada orang nak show off tu lah
Ada apa?
Yeah.
Tak ada orang nak show off tu. Yelah, I mean, honestly, kalau kau tengok ni, that's why dia suka sangat Mamat ni. Sebab dia macam budak kecil kan.
Yes.
Itu
Correct.
lain.
Toshiro kan looks a bit macam Isane tau. So he has feminine features tau. So
Aku tak terfikir pun. Oh my god, you guys.
Dah ke laut dah.
Okay.
Not me.
Okay.
But seriously, if I have Rangiko Matsumoto as my second comment kan, I would drag her everywhere I go tau. Seriously. Yeah. I
No,
think
like-
at least for backup.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sebab aku tapi ni semua hindsight benda yang dah lepas kita sembang je Because the way they introduce SHIBA, Rangiku dengan Toshiro punya dynamic adalah Toshiro tengah praktis, SHIBA puji, bagus lah kau, lepas ni kau boleh jadi captain. Bukan macam Rangiku ni sampai sekarang tak ada tibangkai. Bodoh. Okay, contoh. Lepas tu dia kata, Rangiku kau teman aku. Kat sini nanti siapa nak pergi? Takkan captain belah, lieutenant belah. Aku nak pergi misi bahaya. Takkan aku nak bawa Toshiro. Okay, habis tu siapa nak jaga? Ni, budak ni.
Toshiro.
Kan?
Budak.
Kita dah cakap dia boleh jadi the next captain kan? Kau sendiri kata, apakah betul kau jadi captain tak payah bagi SHIBA jadi captain? SHIBA tak buat paperwork. Bagi dia jadi.
Betul.
Dah kata
Dia
aku tak pandai lawan kan. Aku sini je lah.
Simple je.
Daddy keluar, mami ikut budak tu duduk rumah. Senang.
I mean that is tak, dia macam ni lah. Katakanlah dia tak nak bawa Rangiku sebab Rangiku lieutenant, second in command kena tinggal. Okay, tak apa. Rangiku you stay, Toshiro you belajar daripada Rangiku. I will bring second lieutenant. I will bring second lieutenant.
Okay.
Ala-ala Kubo dan jenis bunuh karakter for free kan. But this is just me, kita sembang je lah. Personally, aku rasa macam kau nak pergi solo tu aku okay lagi. Tapi what happen when you are fighting solo tu yang
this is what happens lah. Kau tak ada backup. Tapi aku baru teringat something because aku just a comment about why did he hide all this before when he came back. Again, Ryusai would give an outright no. As far as he's concerned, the Quincy is the enemy. Mampu lah. Pasal nak mati ke apa ke, not my problem.
no, betul.
And also, I don't think they knew what's gonna come in the next few years because when Aizen did his holification project and almost kantoi, siapa yang kena? Kisuki Urahara kena film kan. And then that Urahara had to jump ship with the Vizard and they orang kena label as traitors. Actually kan part ni macam tak tahu nak buat ni masa, probably it's worth not talking just quickly. I don't have a panel for this. For those yang tak baca manga, just early reaction. I think because I'm asking this now because at the end of episode 12, because obviously the bit about where we are dealing with Masaki, blah 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 blah, is touched in sorry, I was not only touched in episode 11, it was touched in episode 12. So at the end of 12, we saw the post-credit scene where Uryu was approached by Harshvals, the first lieutenant to Yuba. What were your thoughts? I mean, before thinking about what happened in 13, we know now what's happening in episode 13, where he ended up. Apa korang rasa masa tu? Why was he approached? I mean, obviously kita nampak dia macam berpaling tadah lah. But mengapa? Anybody got any thoughts? I mean, like initial thoughts when you saw that? Like,
okay.
Aku confused. Kau tanya soalan pasal siapa ni?
Uryu. Because kat ujung episode 11 ke 12 kan, masa terhujan kan. I mean, just after that scene kat bawah.
Oh, Quincy laki tu lah.
The Quincy kawan Ichigo lah.
The guy with glasses.
Yeah. I mean, I'm asking this. What were your thoughts at that time when you were watching it? Because obviously now masa kita nak bedah ni, kita dah tengok episode 13. Tapi masa korang tengok sekejap, jadah bang mana nak buat? Feeling so.
My initial guess, right, is I think Ishida akan sengaja join just to get more answers on all the situation now. He probably paling tadah the Quincy after he get the answers, and once he had when he has an understanding of the situation, like how powerful the group is, what they want, what's their goal, how many they are, and all that stuff lah. Because if he just said fuck you what siapa, he probably be dead at that spot lah. So that's my guess lah. Dia saja join kan just for intel, and then he berpaling tadah to help Ichigo, friendship bullshit.
Yes.
But all this, do you think it was triggered by him reading his grandfather's diary?
Yeah, because he read the book, but the book doesn't explain everything about who Yahwash is, how the Quincy came into being and stuff.
I think it does, because one criticism for me for the anime was cara dia unfortunately tunjuk the sequence of events, because I don't know. Yeah, this is kinds of we're jumping the gun.
Okay, we're jumping the gun. Even if he knows the original Quincy kan, he doesn't know the details. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think he knew enough for him to approach this particular guy lah. I mean, kalau tak, he wouldn't have done it.
Plus you have to understand kan, he knows in his heart kan, sedar kan, that Katagiri died because of Yahwach.
Itu pun aku setuju. Lagi tu pun apa masa the jumping the gun bit bukannya apa. It was just how it was presented in the anime. Because masa tu bapak Ichigo duk cerita kat Ichigo pasal how Masaki died and all that. Tapi the gambar interspersed between gambar masa Ryuken discovered the diary under the bridge. Mula-mula aku tengok sekali lalu, aku tak perasan tau. Aku ingat tu macam just by old memories ke apa, rupanya wait a minute, that's Ryuken. Asal dia ambil buku tu bawah jambatan. So it's like it was just trying to show that bapak dia dah realise, okay, anak aku dah tahu cerita ni pasal apa. Tapi then again, itulah, but that's the jumping the gun bit.
Katagiri is Mark Ishida.
Yeah. Yang
so in the end they did end up marrying kan.
So okay, ini benda just to plant in everybody's mind yang tak baca manga. So kalau mak dia Gamish, bapak dia actually aku tak sure bapak dia. I think the Ishidas were etched as well. That's why they wanted to marry the Kurosaki family. So Masaki was the last of her family. So that anak diorang will be pure. Tapi because now he have to kahwin a half. Tapi yeah, kita kena bear in mind, just keep in mind that Uryu Ishida is a gamish. It's a half case.
Basically bapak dia full Quincy, mak dia half. So dapat 0.75 lah or some nonsense like that. But anyway, aku rasa
because it's still because dia bukan macam Kesultanan Melayu punya undang-undang lah, because it still wouldn't consider. Dia kena macam full on, tak ada darah campur langsung. Anyway,
yalah, sebab because in this case the Quincy punya powers is blood based. So when you dilute the powers, so mungkin dia punya whatever midichlorian or whatever they want to come up later.
And also I have a feeling it's a status thing as well, where biasalah kan kita tengok cerita
status is one thing, but in terms of practicality
as well, the
which powers might reduce. Tapi
you are right.
Here's the thing lah, to answer the soalan yang asal tu, aku rasa what's going to happen is macam Anri kata, they're going to end up Ishida dia akan join, dia pergi belajar all the tricks and tricks. Dia like, I will join you. Okay, fine. So dia belajar lah all the higher techniques. So that will be dia punya learning and growth punya arc. Lepas tu dia akan lawan dengan cikgu sekejap, and then stalemate, and then after that baru yang Huash will tunjuk the real kejahatan dia, and then by the power of friendship, dia orang ni akan bergabung dengan kawan-kawan dia dari sekolah pun akan datang. So dia win lah. Yes, because Ichigo is going to transcend all societies. Quincy, Polo, and then so he will ascend to partial god lah, whatever you want to call it. He will be above all of them. So of course you want to ikut the guy who is, dah lah member lama, and then he is on the side of morality and whatnot. So like, I'm pretty sure it will be a power of friendship punya finale with all the captains and fighting. Jamal dah yawning lah. Sebab this theory is so stereotypical.
Shaz, what if you're correct? Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, we'll go to the next question. Okay, cinta berputik tetapi there is a price to be paid. So Ishin menyelamatkan Masaki yang hampir nazak akibat fenomena holofikasi dengan satu proses yang diselenggarakan Urahara Kisuke. So the issues that come with this process, there's many things that can lead. There are many things that has resulted because of this. Your views on this and your thoughts, your commentaries, your critique. Anybody want to go first? The fact that
I think it's a forced romance. The Tite Kubo, they're just pushing this Misaki and SHIBA together. It doesn't feel organic lah how they
sedih hati doh, aku tengok aku sedih sial. Anyway, go ahead.
Dia macam tertiba kan.
Yeah,
tertiba I got a girlfriend. Tertiba dah kahwin.
Dude, how many years lah? Dalam episode tu 5 minit.
Tak. I mean in the story writing punya perspective, what we get to see within a few frames, then it's like, budak sekolah, after that now dah jadi universiti.
Nanti korang complain pula, lepas 15 episod baru habis explanation flashback. So, choose one.
Okay, keep this into context lah. He wants to save Misaki, so he sacrificed dia punya soul society powers and shit. Okay, and then Tite Kubo made them fall in love, marry and have a family when she's in university. So he doesn't seem like a creep lah, suka conquer budak kecil. Okay, here's the thing that make me a bit feel that this is a bit forced lah. He could have just stayed beside Misaki without being married to her, but if he does that, there'll be no Ichigo. So okay, so but you have to understand, SHIBA is not a 40-year-old. He's basically like 400 years old, maybe 1,000 years old, and Misaki is like 18 at best lah. Masa kahwin dengan SHIBA. So the age gap, the mentality thinking, the difference in beliefs and experience kan. You telling me It is like the romance between Edward dengan Bella from Twilight tau. Okay.
Yeah, but people may say, but it worked what? Out of necessity.
It works
In
because
this instance, it's out of necessity.
Kalau
muka ISSHIN macam muka Gan Ryusai tu lain cerita lah juga.
Yeah, it'll be different kan. Okay, when you see Ryuken kan, Ryuken loves Misaki. Okay, and Katagari loves Ryuken. Ryuken knows that if Misaki stays within the Ushida punya house, she'll not be happy. Okay, so he sees the savior of Misaki kan, SHIBA kan, Captain SHIBA, as a way for her to be happy because apparently that she's interested in SHIBA as Shinigami lah. Okay, she has some sort of curiosity, interestness in him tau. It could lead to romance later down. Okay, fine. But for SHIBA punya side kan, it's not like he was dia jumpa Misaki kan, and was like smitten by her beauty or something like that. That never happened now.
No, that one I agree.
So there was no attraction in the beginning, and there was attraction when she was growing up. Okay, that one I redeem her, but it still feel forced out. I mean they lack like one more incident tau. It's just like I'm with Masaki because I have to repay. My honor doesn't allow me to live a life kan while she dies or suffer tau. Okay, boleh telan lagi. But I think there should be some more incident lah for them to actually become tied together romantically lah.
Ada incident?
Did it happen in the 2 episode?
Yeah.
Apa dia?
Dalam panggung wayang.
Masa dia nangis tu.
Oh, tak.
Because
I think
pasal untuk aku kat je. Pasal untuk aku tak. Percintaan happens out of things like that, you know. I put my
Okay,
hand up.
I could buy it, but it still wouldn't feel enough tau. I mean,
Depends.
I've seen people cry all the time, but I've never fallen in love with people who've cried in public.
Tengok orang lah. Kita tak boleh. Okay, kita aku accept kau kalau kau nak guna diri kau, life kau sebagai kayu pengukur macam mana orang lain patut jatuh cinta.
No, it's not that. It's just that it's missing like one more development, not arc lah, one development punya moment tau. Okay, I mean there should be something that happened tau, macam when she katakan dia kena kuat rumah Ushida kan. And then
personally, untuk aku they could, not as opposed to they should, but that's my point of view lah.
Okay lah. Maybe something did happen but didn't elaborate in the anime lah. I could be wrong on this.
Because he calls her the sun. I mean, he was totally smitten with her in the end of the day, kan? I mean, sampai mati pun bubuk. Okay, ni obviously this is his flippant side lah. Sejak pernah kau tengok ke orang bubuh gambar your deceased wife as a poster in the dining hall? That is the silliest thing I've seen, but it's funny as fuck. Masaki forever. Anyway, sorry, Jamal wanted to say something.
I think kat sini what okay lah, kita tolak ke tepi yang kita tahu. Okay, Ichigo mak Ichigo mati. When we read the series, mak Ichigo mati. Lepas tu mak Ichigo bapa Ichigo Shinigami. Lepas tu macam no wonder Ichigo ada bakat jadi substitute Shinigami. Lepas tu macam tapi dia menunjukkan abilities, keupayaan dan kebolehan seorang Quincy. Rupanya mak dia seorang Quincy. So kita dah tahu mak dia akan end up dengan bapa dia somehow or other. Kita tahu benda tu. So kita tolak benda tu ke tepi. Kalau kau tengok babak di mana bapa dia jumpa mak dia, bapa dia punya kehadiran, presence kat dalam scene tu. Dalam babak tu di mana we got stories of Shinigami getting sliced in their faces. So I need to go. So Rangiku, kau lepak kat sini, Toshiro teman kau, aku pergi dulu, lagi 2 hari aku datang balik. Okay, cool, ciao. So bapak dia bersampai kat situ, bapak dia kata kat Shinigami 2 orang, korang belah, aku jaga seorang-seorang benda ni. And then masa dia tengah lawan, kita tak question bapak dia punya motivations to be there. At that point in time, kita tak peduli pun bapak dia punya narrative arc, sejarah macam mana. Because at that point in time, kita dah tak ada apa-apa investment, dah tak sempat dah. This is the final arc. We don't really care. We know the father is there to tell law punya stuff. So bapa dia tengah lawan. Cut to rumah Ishida, di mana mak Ishida gaduh dengan Ishida. Lepas tu marah Ishida, lepas tu duk sound.
Sangkut.
I think video dia sangkut.
In the meantime, sementara Jamal nak come back, just to tell the chat, kami tak ignore you all. We will answer your questions after this segment.
Jamal, kau hang sekejap tadi.
You need to ulang balik sikit.
Aku ulang ke part mana?
You kata Mak Ishida marah Ishida.
So sementara tu di rumah Ishida ada family stuff going on, and family dan apa yang kita nampak, apa yang diketengahkan adalah benda tu insular. Benda tu kat dalam rumah Ishida aje. Dia tak menunjukkan yang Ishida ni atau keluarga Ishida ni ataupun extended family ni adalah sebahagian daripada keluarga Quincy yang banyak-banyak. Tak ada. Keluarga Ishida aje Quincy. Dan Quincy malam-malam lepak rumah. Dia tak ada keluar buat mission. Dia tak ada macam, oh, I feel that a hollow is coming to this town. I need to go out and check out that hollow and kill it before it creates danger for the population of this town. Tak ada benda tu. Jadi kita nampak Masaki sedia kat dalam bilik sebab kena marah dengan Mak Ishida. Tiba-tiba kita cut balik kepada SHIBA tengah lawan White Hollow, and then Masaki kat luar, oh, inilah hollow yang disebutkan itu. Oh, inilah Shinigami. Oh, siapakah Shinigami ini? Apakah perangai mereka? Bagaimanakah personality mereka? I am so curious about the Shinigami. Boom, hollow pergi dekat dia. So this is where the problem is. Kita tak nampak kenapa Masaki keluar rumah pun. Katakanlah Masaki gaduh.
Bukan nak interrupt you, nak potong completely, tapi won't you see it as a character of Masaki as being a free spirit as compared to the rigid
No, cannot.
Ishida family?
Tak, because that is you fitting an explanation. Masaki adalah seorang free spirit, jadi dia boleh keluar bila-bila masa dia nak keluar, jadi kita tak payah explain bila
The
dia
fact
keluar.
that she wants to respond, if she was the sort of person like what
Okay, you have to go back.
She would not have given a fuck. What?
No, why is she doing it out in the first place?
What then? Because
why is she out of the house in the first?
Because she felt that thing. She could feel that.
But
they were fighting.
See, this is my point. Takkan dia seorang je rasa benda tu? Takkan Uryu tak rasa benda tu?
Uryu, you mean father dia?
The father dia. But my point is, lepas tu baru kita nampak in a separate flashback, bapa Uryu Ishida ada kat luar, dia kata, oh, Masaki selamat. Kata gini, jangan cakap dekat mak aku, Masaki, benda ni jadi kat Masaki. My point is, benda tu happen selepas. So, kalau kau nak membuatkan seseorang, kita tertarik dengan sebuah watak, engkau tak boleh letak watak tu kat dalam satu situation, kau guna back explanation after the fact, oh, dia ni free spirit sebab tu dia keluar. Then it doesn't feel organic. This is us explaining the situation that we see, and because we are accepting it. Anri punya point dengan Shaz punya point, asal kau tiba-tiba nak keluar rumah, and bila kau keluar rumah, kebetulan kau ada dekat situ. Tak apa lagi. Sebab apa kau Quincy, kau boleh detect hollow, kau tertarik, kau pergi nak investigate. Tak ada masalah. Apa yang dia buat setelah sampai di situ tak ada masalah. Point dia, punyalah nak jumpa SHIBA, masa SHIBA tengah lawan dan SHIBA nak mati, you had to go out during that one night. Di mana, masa dia keluar tu, and it's a white hollow, Quincy lagi 3 orang kat dalam rumah tu tak keluar rumah.
Okay, let me just elaborate let me just highlight apa the other point now. Masaki kan, dia keluar kan because dia detect SHIBA or Shinigami punya aura, okay, presence. Okay, that's the reason kan why she went out. She wants to see what the Shinigami is. My problem with this fact kan is, for like a month kan, that White Hollow has been killing Shinigamis kan in that town. So there were Shinigamis in that town. She could have just sensed them or sensed them dying. But for some reason kan, on that night kan dia jumpa, on that time when all these things happen, so it feels like it's forced conveniently for plot reasons.
In that sense, I would concede to that.
Itu lagi satu simple je. You do not change the baba as in what has been animated and adapted, tapi kau tukar dialogue je. And the dialogue changes yang aku recommend, and I would, if I was an editor for Kubo back then, I would have said this. You do not change your panels, you just change the dialogue. And the dialogue is simple. Masaki, you are a pure blood Quincy. We saved you. I don't mean to make you feel like an orphan, but we need you to be safe, because without you and Bapa Ishida, Quincy's will die. So please do not go out. Lepas tu, and it is dangerous nowadays. Lepas tu bapa Ishida cakap, "Mother, are you going to tell her that?" "No, I will not tell her that." Lepas tu tengok-tengok sebenarnya okay, diorang bagi tahu, diorang concede. Okay, there is a holo going out. We are investigating. Holo ni dah banyak bunuh benda. In fact, Shinigamis have fallen victim to this holo. Do not go out at night because blah 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 blah. And then lepas tu dia gatal, dia keluar juga. Lepas tu mak dia marah. "I know you are a free spirit. I know you are not from the Ishida family where kita ada decorum semua ni. Tapi please, your position to this family is very important. Your stature is very important. And then everybody cares for you. Lepas tu, why can't you listen to us? I am not dangerous. I'm a Quincy. I can protect myself." Dia menangis kat dalam bilik. Lepas tu Shiba tengah lawan. Dia sense Shiba punya Reiatsu kuat. Ini Shinigami punya Reiatsu. Tak pernah aku rasa Reiatsu macam ni. Tapi sebab dia tengah depressed kena marah dengan Mak Ishida, dia keluar. At that point, we will not fault her for leaving the house.
Okay, fair enough lah.
So sebab kita dah tahu, dia ada motivation.
Kita argue dari segi story writing to make it better lah.
And then at that point in time pula, dia macam masa mak dia marah, lepas tu katakanlah dia melawan dengan mak dia, you can just have a scene where bapa Ishida mencelah. Dia pegang, dia cakap dekat Masaki, "Don't you realize that we care for you? There is a white holo out there. We do not know how it's killing. We cannot detect it. It is dangerous. Anyone can die. But I'm a Quincy. We cannot kill it." So but when you have that exchange, even if kita nampak Shiba dengan Masaki jumpa sekali tu je, kita tak ada question kenapa dia orang kena jumpa. Sebab kita tahu satu kepala degil, lagi satu pun degil juga, dan it just so happen that it is more organic that how they ended up to meet each other. Seorang sebab
Two stubborn people connecting each other.
One fella dia ingat ada hero, dia nak pergi investigate seorang. Lagi seorang pula, aku curious kenapa kita nak kena bunuh Shinigami? Kenapa kita musuh dengan Shinigami? Aku boleh rasa Shinigami whatever lah kan. So when that happens that way, then kita tak akan rasa benda ni pelik. Kita akan rasa macam, oh patutlah Shiba nak protect dia sebab she doesn't need to protect Shiba, but she protected Shiba anyway. Dan kita accept lah benda tu. Sekarang ni engkau ada dekat situ, and bila dia ada dekat situ, and ni aku question dia ada dekat situ, holo tu nak gigit dia, and the whole exchange was watched by Katagiri dengan Bapa Uryu. At no point when the white holo
Do we know that though? I thought they arrived late.
No, they didn't arrive late. They were there watching. And then when Shiba saved Katagiri, saved Masaki from the explosion, and then Katagiri was saving him. Lepas tu baru Shiba baru dia kata, okay, kita tak payah intervene sebab dah ada orang jaga ni. The thing is that even if Ishida sampai lambat, then I would question the depiction. Dia bukan baru sampai tau. The panel is not dia baru sampai. The panel adalah, okay, Masaki is fine now. Dia bukan, oh my god, what happened? Is this the white holo again? Oh, that's Masaki. Is she talking to a Shinigami? That was not even the scene. The scene was him telling Katagiri, okay, Masaki is fine. Nampak tak? So, dia jadi very jarring dekat situ. So, engkau sayang Masaki, engkau tahu Masaki akan jadi bini kau personally pun nak Masaki jadi bini kau, tapi kau faham dia keluarga angkat. And when Masaki is fighting, an inexperienced Quincy but pure blood is fighting, doing a very risky maneuver of letting the holo bite her. I mean, Reiatsu Shiba dah meletup-letup dekat situ dengan white holo. Apa nama ni, Masaki dah boleh detect benda tu. Engkau Ishida punya bapa, engkau tak boleh detect benda tu, tipu lah.
I mean, kalau you nak,
aku mungkin kata, oh, dah lawan Shinigami, biarlah mampus Shinigami tu.
Which is fine, tapi kalau kau cakap macam tu, then he is already there watching and realizing that Masaki is there also.
Tapi dalam manga, aku so far, yelah, we only have the picture of the panel of them after the fact.
After the fact. Tapi dia punya after the fact adalah bukan dia baru sampai, like literally baru sampai. It's like them reviewing what has happened. Meaning
lagi tu dia orang lambat pasal baju dia orang complicated nak pakai.
Itu I trust you. Itu betul sebab mak dia, we saw the mother. The mother is like that. Okay?
I mean,
kat dalam rumah kena bangun pagi, kena mandi, kena pakai dress. Mak dia memang macam tu. Kita setuju. Okay, but my point is that lah.
You could have just added a simple line. The mak dia menjerit je lah, keluar lagi, tak habis keluar. So the fact that the mom knows this girl
knows that she runs out alone at night merayau,
And then later on when you see the Ishida punya Ishida dengan Katagiri standing there, means benda tu dia dah biasa ikut.
Dah biasa dah. Yes.
Semua aku tak sempat nak react sebab holo ni laju gila babi. So aku baru nak bergerak, dah habis dah. Then my point, ada Shinigami tapi she still alive. Oh, I guess it's a good Shinigami. So then you can portray bapak dia sebenarnya rebel yang serba salah. Aku dah faham Shinigami tak jahat, tapi mak aku kata tak boleh. Mak aku Asian mom. So aku kena ikut cakap dia. You know that kind of thing. Jadi
bukan bapak dia
on the
monkey
father.
about Shinigami ke? Bukan bapak dia don't have monkey about Shinigami ke?
Aku rasa lepas tu. Lepas he lost Masaki to the Shinigamis and lepas
But we know that for a fact.
We don't. But okay, Shaz gave a good point dan aku nak tambah point tu. Another thing is that bila Masaki jatuh dekat depan tangga depan mak dia. Family yang dah marah Masaki beberapa isu sebelum tu, engkau adalah pure blood Quincy, engkau boleh menjamin keturunan kami. Mak dia dah marah dah marah Masaki macam tu Masaki jatuh, ada holo. Mak dia tak sentap, mak dia tak mengamuk. Mak dia Bapak Ishida tanya dia, "Have you called father? Where is father?" "I don't know, he is uncontactable." Mak dia, bukan mak dia yang bawa Masaki belah. Bapak Ishida yang dalam desperation, "Aku bawa engkau, aku pergi cari bapak aku or whomever I'm supposed to find." And flies off. That is very illogical.
Kau tu kena expect lah.
Tak, mak dia dah marah. "Weh, Masaki, engkau akan menjamin keturunan Quincy." So sekarang bila Masaki tengah nak mati, anak dia bawa lari Masaki. Bukan mak dia yang bawa lari atau mak dia buat
something. Pasal anak dia cintakan Masaki.
Tak, kalau anak dia cintakan, then mak dia yang duk marah Masaki tu kata, "Masaki, engkau akan menjamin keturunan kami." Kenapa mak dia tak buat apa-apa? That's my point. It's not on Bapak Ishida. But because mak dia tak buat apa-apa, kononnya menyebabkan Bapak Ishida kena bawa Masaki macam tu, bawa pergi. Katagiri tak boleh ikut. Just because, so that masa dia tengah bawa, dia tengah terbang tu, another holo comes, nak makan dia dari belakang, SHIBA boleh datang.
I don't want to be glib or whatever. So what? You want the mother to carry her somewhere else?
No, the mother macam lip service je lah. Dia penting.
Mak dia lip service lah. Dia petik, dia bising, "Masaki, kau ni penting." Tapi bila Masaki nak mati, dia buat tak tahu. That's my point lah. Why
aku tak ada orang masuk rumah aku tapi aku tak kunci pintu. Peduli lah.
Lepas tu bila orang masuk rumah aku, dia salah dia masuk rumah aku. Kenapa aku tak kunci pintu sekali rumah aku?
Yeah. The reason I'm not trying to say all this not defend ke apa, but wasn't the holification an urgent thing? I mean, you want to see them to have another 5-sentence conversation before anything?
No.
I don't get it.
Then why is it Ishida's father that ran away carrying Masaki when the mother who has scolded Masaki?
Okay.
And masa dia scold Masaki, dia kata, "Engkau ni you will extend the keturunan of Quincy." The mother did nothing. So mak dia lip service je lah. Mak dia lip service. But the reason is because kenapa Bapak Ishida kena bawa Masaki keluar macam tu, to justify the scene where the holo is about to ambush them, for SHIBA to save them, so that they can be together, for SHIBA to say, that is a holo punya ni, and this is the girl that saved me. I know Urahara Kisuke that can save her. Wait, just for that to happen.
He's taking her to see his father. Soken.
That the mother cannot contact.
I mean, there's so many things that the mother has done. Dia banyak servant kot. Dia boleh suruh all the servant, everybody ikut anak aku. Or terus
I want to see it from another point of view. Like, in the spur of the moment, shit, I better do something about it now. Jump.
No, okay.
Why is that not acceptable?
Okay, it's like this.
No.
He doesn't have a
destination. He doesn't have a destination. The mother said, "I cannot contact your father," and he's flying into the blind, open, without any protection, that can be ambushed by a holo, which did actually happen.
Okay,
but
faham.
that holo happened only because to justify, so SHIBA boleh selamatkan diorang. Kenapa? Sebab dia memang kena jumpa SHIBA. Sebab kalau dia tak jumpa SHIBA, macam mana dia nak jumpa Urahara Kisuke?
Kita tengah komen semua ni dengan kacamata yang tahu semua benda. Tapi kalau kau in the spur of the moment, somebody kau nak sayang, kau nak mati, Kau tak pernah lari keluar dari rumah kau macam tak tahu apa nak buat ke?
Tak.
Faham tak?
Tak. I'm not
Itu
talking
my
about
point.
Ishida punya. Tak, aku
So,
faham.
betul?
Tak, dengar dulu.
Kenapa tak
bukan
boleh?
bukan lepas tu. Dan mak dia punya karakter lip service. Then Ishida punya decision
For me, it's
adalah
like mak dia, fuck you lah. Kau macam makcik, popet-popet, diam lah kau. Aku nak do something about it.
then tak boleh lah. Tak
Why
boleh lah.
not? Why not?
Tak, you cannot win both arguments that way. You cannot have it both ways. As in, Ishida suka hati dia lah. Bila dia desperate, dia boleh bawa lari budak perempuan tu nak selamatkan dia walaupun dia tak tahu dia kena pergi mana. Tapi at the same time, mak dia yang dah bising sebelum ni, kau ni tak boleh keluar rumah, kau ni bahaya, kau ni bukan keturunan kita dah jatuh dekat kau. Tapi sekarang bila kau nak mati, tak apalah bila kau nak mati. Sebab apa? Walaupun kau keturunan, kau akan menjamin keturunan kita, tak apalah kau nak mati, anak aku yang bawa kau lagi. Faham tak? Then mak dia yang nak bela dia, yang ambil dia jadi anak angkat semua dia, lip service lah. So, you can have the Ishida argument, yelah dia desperate, dia bawa keluar je walaupun dia tak tahu bapa dia kat mana. Habis tu, mak dia punya bising-bising tu. So, benda tu tak konsisten. Jadi, bila kau nampak that inconsistency, and then you see what happened next, which is him getting ambushed by the Hollow, which was then shaved by SHIBA.
Okay, I got another question. Do we know whether they know or not father dia tahu dia ada di mana waktu tu?
Okay, so you cannot say that the fact that we do not know is the answer for that allows him to do whatever he's doing. That is not character. Faham tak? Kita tak tahu bapa dia kat mana. Mak dia kata bapa dia uncontactable. So tak apa, dia boleh keluar je. Mungkin ni bodoh literature lah aku. Tapi aku tengok ni dengan perasaan je lah. Aku macam faham lah, aku macam betul aku duduk situ.
Dia macam ni.
To fit to fit a narrative.
We forget the fact that there was a hollow attack after that. We just look at the fact that the mom did not actually do anything
for the girl that
for the most important person that you want to protect. You know, kau tak ada macam jatuh panik, panitan ke.
The reason I thought she couldn't do anything because she didn't know where her husband was.
Okay, then where is Ishida going? That is where Ishida father going. Dia bawa Masaki tu dia pergi mana?
Ryuken, where is he going? He doesn't know because dia tengah panik. Aku punya girlfriend nak mampus.
Lagilah tak logik.
Okay,
you are running into nowhere, wasting time when you could have actually.
Exactly. Ini berbalik kepada, I mean,
okay.
Aku tahu lah. Aku bukan kata aku seorang je empathize dengan karakter, tapi aku macam aku boleh percaya orang boleh buat benda impulsif yang bodoh dan salah.
Okay.
From the Ishida household. Satu household yang penuh decorum, yang penuh rules dengan framework semua. Lepas tu bila Ishida mengamuk, bila dia distress macam tu, Masaki dah nak mati, dia keluar je bawa ke mana-mana tak tahu pergi mana.
Okay, let's just say dia tahulah bapa dia kerja kat bangunan sekian-sekian. So he was moving to the bangunan. Let's just say that lah. The moment dia ambil Masaki, mak dia tak ada reaction, tak berebut menjerit to all the staff, kita semua ambil kereta sekarang kita pergi jumpa bapa ni, or dia tak suruh kata giri cepat kau pergi ikut, or dia tak pergi lari sekali, mungkin sebab dia tak sihat, okay fine kita boleh discount that. Dia banyak servant kot yang tahu the Quincy dia punya konsep. Seorang pun dia tak menjerit, woi cepat kau tolong kau punya master ni, cepat pergi tolong. At least menjerit lah. So kalau katakan let's say dia tengah lari tu, the rest of the servant tak sempat datang sebab laju, okay. Bapa Ishida ni, this Ryuken ni prodigy, so dia laju. So dia punya servant-servant yang half blood tak sempat ikut. So boleh terima. But this one macam like, dia tak panik pun. Dia tak panik, dia tak hitam, dia tak ada suruh servant dia buat apa-apa, dia tak menjerit 3 orang tolong cuba call, mungkin my phone sangkut. You know, you tolong contact the father. Ini zaman handphone, dah ada dah handphone. Oh, menjerit kat servant korang tunggu apa? Pergilah ambil ubat apa benda Quincy dah boleh. Dia tak panik. Dia just
dia simple change. A simple change macam ni je. A simple change boleh. Bapa engkau kat office, tapi dia tak boleh datang sekarang. Lepas tu Ishida cakap apa? Tak apa, I pergi sekarang myself. I'm not gonna wait for him to come back. Dah habis tu.
The mother's not panicking. No, okay. Another point.
What did the mother say?
Please come back, Ryuken.
Ryuken.
Lepas tu,
Ryuken bapak dia, bapak
Yes.
Uryu.
Kita tak tahu.
Okay,
Tapi
so
itu je
dia
lah.
tak tahu Ryuken kat mana. Lepas tu dia jadi please come back Ryuken.
No.
In desperation.
Ryuken is father Uryu.
Yelah, aku faham.
Yes.
My point is,
Ryuken
dia kata,
is
okay,
Hokkien.
please come back. Yeah, please come back. You know why? Because please come back. Satu, you are my son. I don't want you to go do stupid things. Number two, do you actually know where you're going or not?
Yeah. Okay, because the mother
mean,
also
like-
doesn't know anything. What is this? A hollow's hole? So, untuk aku, lagi satu, aku punya, well, it's my theory only lah. She's tainted. So the argument of her being a pure whatever to prolong is gone lah. But
No,
she just acting. But you can acting on it purely on a emotional level.
Okay, let me just say something. If ideally kan, the most ideal
Ideally.
situation kan.
But that's the problem.
No. Just listen me up first, okay?
Okay.
We found out Masaki kan holification dah bermula. Mak Ryuken tak tahu apa benda. Okay. Ryuken kan in this anime show kan just picked up and went out. Okay, without a destination, reason or any idea what to do. This is Ryuken now. He's the most macam centered person in this episode tau. He's like he doesn't do things impulsive lah. What he should do kan is kategori put her into my room, make her comfortable, letak air ke apa while I go out kan and try to contact my father, pergi ke office, all these locations apa yang he most likely to be lah. Okay, that one makes sense. And then bila dia kena serang dengan that holo kan, and then SHIBA datang tolong dia, maybe dia datang balik, dia datang rescue him. He mentions Masaki is getting the holification process started, and then he brings to the punya home. Okay, that don't make sense. But that's not what happened. He just picks up a girl who may or may not kan worsen the situation kan, gerakkan dia macam tu, macam cerita Hindustan.
That's a good parable. Dia macam
Yeah.
cerita Hindustan.
Tolong.
Sebab kalau dia tak keluar rumah, dia tak akan jumpa Holo dan SHIBA tak akan selamatkan dia dan SHIBA tak akan bawa dia pergi jumpa Reaksi. Okay, that's my point. Dia benda tu nak kena jadi macam tu. I don't have a problem benda tu nak kena jadi macam tu. But make it more organic. Macam scene tiba-tiba Masaki ada tengok lapak SHIBA tengah lawan, lepas tu SHIBA nak mati, Masaki selamatkan dia.
So sekali lagi berbalik kepada argument kita masa fight dengan White tu, cara kita nak menuliskan cerita inilah nak memberi lebih.
It's not that. My problem is the whole flow kan is not organic.
So aku in a way aku puji manga anime adaptation ni sebab kalau katakanlah aku kubur benda-benda ni aku tukar. Tetapi aku rasa dia ada respect to the whatever work he's put in and whatever team he had back then. So bila dia adapt faithfully. Cuma bila dia tengok pacing lari ataupun draggy dipendekkan. Tetapi essentially whatever happen in the panels akan nampak kat dalam anime. Cuma some panels yang dia rasa
he hadn't changed that because it will be a drastic change to the story.
Yes, correct. In that sense aku suka sangat in that sense because macam I know I am reading whatever I'm watching whatever I read. Itu satu. Nombor dua dan aku
all faults included, you know what I mean?
All faults included dan ada certain scenes yang ada changes atau tak ada changes. Macam aku bagi contoh Ichigo dengan bapa dia tadi, aku suka sebab masa kau baca at that point in time kau tak boleh appreciate. Jadi bila kau tengok sekarang, okay, aku boleh appreciate sini. Walaupun aku still point out the flaws, tapi aku appreciate apa yang dia nak buat dan it's cool. Sebab apa? Okay, bila kau buat anime baru benda ni sampai. Masa kat manga tak sampai, mungkin sebab aku baca pun tengah tak suka ke tengah stress dan so many things. Tak apa, kita tolak tepi. Tapi bila aku tengok anime, okay, now aku boleh accept benda ni dan it's cool. So aku suka the fact that dia ikut sebiji-sebiji. Tapi bila benda yang macam aku tak perasan masa aku baca macam ni sebenarnya, okay, cool. Pada masa yang sama, bila benda yang kita baca dia macam asal aku tak suka part ni lepas tu kita tengok anime ni, patutlah aku tak suka part ni dulu sebab benda ni then benda tu pun keluar jugalah unfortunately. So pada aku rasa kita semua tak ada isu dengan okay, mula-mula benda ni jadi, lepas tu benda ni jadi, lepas tu benda ni jadi. Generally kita tak ada isu dengan benda tu. Tapi bila benda ni jadi, asal dia jadi macam ni? Sebab macam kita rasa canggung, kita rasa janggal. Sebab mungkin dia tak cukup organik. Macam kau cakap Kudo, kau punya the summary is that dia punya penceritaan lah. It's not what is supposed to happen, but how it was told. And
I mean,
therein lies the beauty, and that is the best and the worst part of Bleach lah. Kita tahu kau nak buat apa Kubo, we like it. Tapi sometimes bila kau punya tak sampai tu sebab kau mungkin minggu tu kau down.
Aku akan concede nanti lah. Aku akan concede mungkin I'm so blinded by my excitement for the whole thing. All these things aku tak macam, aku tak tengok cerita Hindi. It's not an expression, casting expressions to film from the Indian subcontinent. But you know, when people do say that tropes from Indian films tend to be like over kadang-kadang dramatized apa kan, tapi bila aku tengok cerita ni aku tak rasa apa pun. Tapi because to aku it just propelled the story forward, and my reasoning for accepting what has happened is what I have told you guys
actually
dia tambah satu line je sebenarnya.
Apa dia?
Shaz?
All you needed to do was add one line. They even I came up with two variations of the line here. Satu, there is no time. Dia just cakap satu je tu, angkat benda tu, I will find father myself.
Oh, yes.
There you go. That means dia generally tahu bapa dia kerja kat bangunan sekian-sekian. So I will bring her myself. You know, there's no time to waste on trying to call 5-6 kali. Aku bawa sendiri. Then the holo come up will have been a good surprise. So then like, so dia rushing out ni so that dia boleh secara kebetulan jumpa dengan holo ni, jumpa dengan ni. It doesn't feel like he conveyed the sense that sebab aku pun dah desperate and aku pun tak, we cannot wait for you to try to call father for the 350th time. So I will just bring there lah. I can run in the air. So it makes sense that even so calm and centered as him pun, sebab dah dalam desperate situation, he would take his own matters into his own hand. So it feels more organic lah. Macam tiba-tiba dari mana pula datang holo dari ni kan? You didn't expect a holo from nowhere. And he also justifies why he was surprised. Sebab dia dah in a panic. Kepala dia duk fikir aku nak selamatkan this girl je. So I'm just going to go straight to find the only person I know.
Now after listening to you guys for 25 minutes, I can see where you're coming from. I can see where you're coming from. Wait. Let me finish first. I need to finish this first. I can see where you're coming from, organic or otherwise, in a storytelling perspective. Tapi aku macam terima semua yang aku nampak, because untuk aku dalam hidup aku tak ada skrip. Apa-apa boleh jadi. Dalam hidup aku pernah berlaku benda-benda bodoh dan yang boleh buat aku mati, dan and obviously if I was a story, I would have 3 people telling me off the way that you guys did. You should have told your mom, you should have told your dad. But the reason I accepted all this because like you said, it would be nicer if you had said this. But there are instances when people do things and I wish I had said that. You know.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
because we are packaging it into nice little things to explain the story. But untuk aku terima benda macam tu je. Okay, anyway, sambung.
Okay, let me just point out kan. Not only is it not organic, Ryuken's character was OOC at that point now, out of character. That was the issue that I had in hand. That's why it feels everything's forced and shoved into this one direction. Padahal it could have been a lot more better if he just moved a bit to the left, right?
Yeah, it could have been a lot more better. Yeah, fair enough lah.
Yang apa nama? But one thing you said just now, Kudo, before Shaz bagi tambah tadi tu, I would like to use that. Kau kata things need to happen and then it propels the story forward. And I think benda-benda macam ni lah yang aku suka this particular discussion sebab aku rasa engkau dengan Anri daripada last time kita dah underline banyak kali the situation that Kubo was in. Kan? Dan ni bukan cerita Kubo je Senang cerita semua mangaka lalui benda sama. Fine. Kalau macam Oda dia boleh handle benda tu, itu Oda is Oda kan. So Kubo is Kubo, dan itu cerita orang yang kita tahu. Orang yang kita tak tahu banyak gila babi stress. So the point is that as a storyteller, engkau dah cukup mahir dengan banyak teknik-teknik penceritaan or storytelling devices. Kau pakai trope ke, kau pakai plot twist ke, kau pakai linear storytelling ke, kau pakai flashback dan so many things. Jadi bila kau sebagai mangaka kau penat, sometimes macam takkan semua benda aku nak kena fikir, okay tak apalah, aku guna some of these storytelling devices to do a bit more work for me sebab aku nak rehat, aku penat. So in Bleach adalah guilty sebab kita tahu dia ada banyak exposition in the second half of the series. Jadi kita tahulah benda tu coincide dengan Kubo punya stress makin memuncak semua kan. So kita tahu. Jadi dia desperate, dia gunakan exposition. So in this case, bila kau tak boleh pakai exposition, but you need to push the story forward sebab kau punya story beat, narrative arc tu dah ada, tapi kau tak ada masa nak fikir dialog, kau tak ada masa nak fikir panel. Benda macam ni jadi lah. Okay, Masaki kena injured, lepas tu Masaki jatuh pingsan, dan Masaki kena jumpa Uru Arakisuke. So, okay, Ishida sebab kau sayang kat Masaki dan Masaki kena kahwin dengan kau, korang dah macam arranged marriage. Okay lah, Ryuken kau bawa dia keluar. Tapi masa kau bawa dia keluar sebab kau nak kena jumpa Uru Arakisuke, ada hollow serang kau, Shiba selamatkan kau. Lepas tu Shiba kata, ni Masaki. Okay, aku bawa dia jumpa Uru Arakisuke. So bila kau mangaka kau tulis, kau tengah penat, kau tengah stress kan. Okay lah, aku tulis je lah benda ni. This is what's supposed to happen anyway. Faham tak? Jadi for me, you need to do that because you need to propel the story. The story just needs to move along. Because for you as the mangaka, okay, isu minggu ni dah settle. Oh, boleh relax kejap. Tapi relax 2 jam je lah sebab aku nak kena fikir isu minggu depan pula. You know, sometimes it could just be as simple as that. It's not whether dia ni tak reti buat cerita ke. We put that aside. Kadang-kadang aku rasa benda tu. So bila kau kata tadi, just to propel the story, yes, it is that. Aku rasa these are examples of it, and because it's Bleach, kita jadi sangat passionate. Sebab macam Kubo buat lagi. But it is it lah sebab kita nampak. I think because it's Bleach and we love it, kita jadi extra sensitive towards asal isu ni baca macam tak best lah. Isu ni baca best gila. Kita rasa macam tu banyak sangat because we like the IP so much, we get attached to it. So the fans of Naruto, fans of One Piece akan cakap benda sama lah. Kan? So aku rasa this is just it. Cuma I guess we are really talking about this thing because pada maybe for me and for Shaz and Anri, this particular thing adalah benda ni boleh settle sebenarnya, tapi
we want it to be better.
Aku faham. And I wasn't being a contrarian either, but aku macam
I know you weren't.
nak tengok because aku macam aku terima okay aja, tapi kenapa orang semua duk menggoyan. So I just want to see what's all about lah.
Aku interestingly masa aku baca manga, aku tak rasa benda ni. Aku macam okay, Ryuken bawa lari, lepas tu jumpa Hollow, jumpa Shiba, just
what made you, or because you were tired kot?
Because we see
no,
the
because this is anime.
No.
You see the sequel because this is an anime. It gets animated and you see everything moving. So benda yang kau tak nampak, kau tak rasa inorganic. Macam contoh Shiba jumpa Masaki and then Masaki selamatkan dia masa lawan White Hollow tu. In animation, you get macam, oh this is cool, oh this is very nice, pacing cantik lah. Macam ni je dia jumpa. Faham tak? Because you become more engaged. So benda-benda macam tu jadi jugalah. So I mean like it is Bleach, and I mean like I will say a lot, but I will still love it. It's Bleach. It's so hard.
You have to understand. I would not bitch and complain this much on 7 Deadly Sins because I don't give a fuck about 7 Deadly Sins. But Bleach, I enjoy the IP. I enjoy the series. That's why I have when I see a problem, I address it so that when viewers come and comment, I hope the company apa yang buat this thing kan will take note and do a better job on the next cell drawing production, whatever they call the thing lah. Because I give a fuck about Upper Bleach, and of course I want it to be a success basically.
It's interesting tau.
Uchi-san, please watch BUZZPOP because we love you.
This is interesting tau. Bleach dah habis berapa tahun? 15? Roughly?
15 tahun.
Dia best.
Yeah, roughly kan?
Manga dia 2014.
Manga. Roughly?
2014.
Okay lah, 6 tahun. But this is the cool bit. We are still passionately talking about this shit.
Because we like it.
We like it so much. So aku rasa benda ni cool gila. Benda ni macam tak banyak IP boleh buat macam ni tau. There are certain IPs macam contoh Naruto macam kau boleh puji, but I say lah, the attachment is different. Maybe because kebetulan Naruto is in comparison relative to Bleach macam kononnya lebih elok, lebih perfect. So there is nothing much to bitch about. Kita tak payah ada strong reactions to it. But if we love it anyway kan. But why we don't? Because it's not Bleach lah. Itu je jawapan aku. We're too complete. So
Actually, I just want to go back. I mean, aku fikir balik lepas kita 40 minit or whatever it is. I just wondered if we actually answered the question. But the question was about permasalahan, tapi it was permasalahan yang lain. The question was more about
Maybe that's the real masalah.
Okay, so maybe this okay. So aku bagi jawapan mewakili semua orang, so kita boleh move on. Akibat fenomena holofikasi dengan satu proses yang diselenggarakan Urarikisuke. Permasalahan akibat proses ni pandangan saya. So the permasalahan aku rasa in bits and pieces Anri dah petik, Shaz pun dah petik, di mana kau tak payahlah kahwin budak ni, kau boleh jaga dia. Tetapi pada aku tak ada masalah dengan sini, because aku tahu orang macam Urarikisuke je yang boleh solve benda-benda aneh dan pelik macam ni. So in that sense aku okay. Cuma I wish during the scene bila SHIBA kata okay, I will do it, lepas tu Ryuken punya reaction no, itu je. aku rasa macam bro, come on bro, itu future tunang kau, come on bro. Itu je lah. But I feel that it was a missed opportunity for Kubo to do a Ryuken SHIBA punya dynamic.
But that will be fleshed out. I mean, not in the manga. I mean, that was fleshed out in bits and pieces everywhere lah dalam cerita ni.
Aku rasa macam in the sense where Ryuken buat research dia tentang holification, and then somehow or rather he is part of Masaki and SHIBA's life.
That would have been nice.
So kita ada the reason why macam the likes of Naruto and Dragon Ball Z work. Okay, no, I'll take back Dragon Ball Z. No, doesn't work. Why Naruto works is because engkau ada character depth where you have these dynamics happening without disrupting the flow of the main character and the main narrative arc. Jadi engkau dapat depth, and jadi bila main character, any of the main characters react to any of the supporting characters where the depth has been fleshed out, benda tu jadi lagi ni. So Bleach aku rasa dia ada banyak miss opportunity, and aku rasa sebab Kubo dah janji dengan diri dia, okay aku nak tulis manga ni 20 tahun je. 20 years after that I quit. Ataupun 15 years after that I stop. So and he sticks to it lah. And then bila dia sedar macam alamak, aku dah spend too many weeks elaborating on certain arcs, and then macam I'm running out of time, and then he finds shortcuts. So maybe that's what happened. Aku tak tahu.
Okay.
But that is Bleach lah.
Okay. Right, so before we go to question 9, we look at the panel nombor 3 dengan nombor 4. Obviously pada yang baca manga, pada manga, which is basically the comedy bit was again cut away, and obviously not just the comedy, the nudity, but they've done it in a nice way in which everything was like contrasted. But the replacement for this panel is the fourth one when she was like blushing, obviously because she was naked and all that. And they were like, bloody hell, apa benda lah dia mimpi ni. So that was nicely done. Anyway, so onwards to question number 9, Aus Valen. So that's you can see that's the diary from Suken Ishida. Pretty much that's one of the bits of notes lah, tunjuk how. So basically in German, according to Google Translate, it means selection of pemilihan. Apakah yang anda faham mengenai fenomena buatan Yuhabaha 9 years ago?
Basically, this is the thing for this bit, aku suka law dia. It's very interesting. Cuma the way he again flashes it out lah. But I like the fact that dia kata Yuak, he needed 90 years to come back, and then he needed another 90 years. Lepas tu he needed another 9 years. Dia 999. 999.
900, lepas tu 90, lepas tu 9 years, 9 days. Last sekali 9 days anyway.
So 900 to revive, 90 years to recover, 9 years to recover his energy or power.
Ada dia punya
So aku suka benda ni sebab walaupun dia cerita dalam flashback babi, aku suka benda ni sebab dia it's like a cleansing. Dia macam aku letak darah aku dalam semua Quincy. Macam Demon Slayer lah. all the demons got my blood.
Yeah,
Got my
yeah,
blood.
yeah,
So
yeah.
now, when either meaning I can pull it back whenever I want. So bila aku pull back tu, yang impure, yang darah bercampur apa semua tu, you will lose your powers lah. So, and that pada aku is very nice to sort of like bring him back. It's a nice time to bring him back, in that sense. Tapi pada aku dari segi penceritaan, it is such a convenient excuse to explain why Ichigo's mother died. So aku bengang sangat.
Yeah.
Aku faham. I would have rather, macam contohnya, dia punya, the way they did it is that Mak Ichigo usually is able to manipulate Reaksi in a certain way, you know. And then tiba-tiba one day dia dah tak boleh dah. So and then a few days after that, dia pergilah bawa anak dia jalan-jalan, pergi kedai beli aiskrim. Tapi masa dia pergi kedai beli aiskrim, a few days after dia dah hilang power dia yang dia tak tahu tu, dia kena serang dengan Grand Fisher. So I would have preferred that. Sebab bila the moment dalam anime tu dia tunjuk dia nak defend, lepas tu blood dia tak keluar.
Dan masa tu lah yang
you are hidup. So aku rasa macam,
I think this goes back to the earlier argument of organic versus inorganic, whether lalu so Hindustan, why happen now? But this also illustrates
tapi aku suka benda yang Yuak buat tu, the way that he has to suck it back, I personally love it. I personally love it. Aku rasa macam, kau kuat lah babi, serius beli kau kuat lah. Sebab I am back, all you semi-professional useless Quincy's, fuck off.
I mean, before I give the floor to Anri, and just to quickly add, the Oz villain actually is not just this. We'll see more of what he can do with it later on in the next Cour. Tapi also this also illustrates why, in a way, as much as she is an edge, she was affected by the Australian. The Australian was supposed to affect all the half case, and because she's tinted with a hollow.
Dengan hollow.
So she's affected. I mean, Katagiri affected. Tapi tadi kita ada plan one bit of information to bring this forward to pembaca penonton di rumah. Anda sekarang patut fikir, kenapa Ishida tak affected? So kita tunggu next Cour dia, because dia akan explain. Tapi because
by the way, aku bagi tahu awal favorite character aku dalam Bleach adalah Uryu Ishida aku bagi tahu awal.
Bukan perempuan yang kau suka is Ikumi.
No, itu because I had to choose and I'm like
boring. Unagi. Anyway, sorry. Okay. So who wants to go next? Anri or?
Let me go first lah. I like the legend of Yehua. 900 years, 90 years, 9 years, collect power. It just establishes that he's not actually a normal Quincy tau. It doesn't even establish him as a human tau. For all we know he's probably a demonic entity from German punya law came into being tau, macam lah like a German Shinigami, tapi the potential is a lot lah, because I haven't read the manga. Okay, the point that he could actually absorb back all these powers from the tainted and the half Quincy just shows that he's not human. Okay, it's like the blood of the Quincy is originated from the blood of Yehua now. So whatever the Quincy is tied to Yehua, and I enjoy this a lot for some reason that I'm a big fan of macam pagan law. Pagan law. Yeah.
Pagan law. Okay.
Pagan law. And I think Yahweh ni is like a entity that existed prior to the Judeo-Christian punya religious punya effect tau. So
tradition.
Tradition. It's like ancient Gaelic macam when I heard Yahweh you know what I remembered? Scut Hatch.
Wow.
The Irish or Scottish punya law.
It's actually it's Irish. It's pronounced Kataha.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was hoping for something tied to that lah. So when I heard that he existed macam he needed 900 years for his soul to be prepared, 90 years to awake, and then 9 years to absorb back dia punya energy kan. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's not human. So it makes more sense why he's so OP when he was attacking Soul Society. It makes sense because, okay, he's not human. This makes all the good sense now. Because the Quincy yang memberontak dulu kan, they were killed off because they were just humans who have Quincy powers. But he was Quincy powers personified. So I love this thing so much. It gives a lot more depth to not only the character kan, but the overall plot for this whole arc now. Yeah, so that's my take lah. Nothing
Shaz?
that bad lah.
Shaz? Ada apa?
Tak ada. Aku just terkejut at the convenient timing lah. Tiba-tiba tengah lama ke bawah itu.
Aku rasa aku macam this for me sebab benda ni dah banyak sangat dalam the last 3 arcs of or rather the second half of Bleach punya manga. To the point then aku tak jatuh hukum atau aku tak letak benda ni as Kubo kau tak reti tulis story. Aku terus kata okay, kau stress ni because it's impossible first half of the manga benda-benda macam ni kurang sangat. Lepas tu second half of manga tiba-tiba bersepah. So there has to be a change in working conditions or his personal life. So in a way
tell that to all the bloody mangaka. Kesian tau diorang. That animator.
Serius.
Teruk.
Ya, kesian, serius. So aku
kejap je. Kita nak cakap pasal benda ni kan. Baru ni ada tweet Horikoshi ada shoulder problem pula. Dia kata apa tau? I rather not have a shoulder. So orang duk cakap berdoalah supaya Horikoshi baik. Dah lah, it's that kind of issue. Tak ni My Hero Academia. Itu Anri punya advice dah come true dah. Dah hiatus again. But anyway, sambung balik Jamal.
Itulah. So aku macam aku tak terus jatuh hukum dekat Kubo lah. Aku macam tak boleh lah, jaring sangat lah. So aku just rasa he lost it, but it's not that he is a bad mangaka ke apa benda ke. Sebab aku tahu lah setengah orang bila dia benci dia ni Kubo ni bersepah tu dia cerita chill. Dia bukan macam tu. So and in fact kan dia macam kalau benda ni tak jadi kat Kubo, korang perasan tak bila Kubo had face a lot of questions benda-benda macam ni because it happened to Kubo and a big three, people started taking mangaka health punya welfare a bit more seriously. Prior to this, during the same time kan di Greyman punya mangaka
aku tak tahu
MIA lah apa benda lah semua. Orang bising je, orang tak ada orang defend the mangaka. Partly because it's a she also. Tapi bila jadi kat Kubo semua orang macam itulah kesian lah mangaka stress lah macam kau ingat Kubo je kena semua orang
dia tengok juga. I mean let's just go to the IP that Shaz baru tengok baru ni. Nana. Shaz aku bagi tahu kat engkau daripada tahun 1989 sampai sekarang manga tu duk in hiatus because she was genuinely sakit betul-betul. Tak tahulah sakit apa kan. Tapi she's still alive. Whether or not she can draw ke, she's bothered to write ke apa, and itulah. So dia benda ni macam it's for me it's great, it's good sebab it brings all this to light lah. So macam Kubo took a bullet for a lot of people lah basically. Korang, aku punya Bleach suffer tapi hopefully lepas ni semua orang akan lagi peka dengan korang punya welfare in a manner of speaking. Anyway, let's go to the chat. We've got lots to talk about. Okay, Nabil Firdaus. Kayen tu abang Ishin lah kan? Tak, Kayen tu paman, bapak saudara Ishin. Dia bapak saudara kepada Ishin. Kayen ni is Rukia punya crush kepada sesiapa yang tak ingat daripada Pendulum punya ni sebelum
dia jumpa Ichigo, lepas tu dia macam
shit. Aku kan nak buat comparison tapi aku tengok cara macam kan orang duk ship Ichigo dengan Rukia kan. Tapi macam terasa ni buat aku teringat cerita 20 tahun lalu buat aku suka hati. Anyway, sambung. I shall not say anymore. Renji Abbas like gaming. Renji belajar bangkai. Tak apalah, biarlah. Bangkai sebab he got it right the second time. I think because sebab Ichigo boleh. Yes, because dia one upmanship. Yes, Afif Problemo turn the pendulum arc. Yes, Aizen time tu dah tunjuk dia power. Dia use Danku without incantation.
Betul. Yes,
gitu.
sir.
Oh ya, Tesai ni kepada kan kita dulu sebut pasal Kido kan. There is a separate division, the Kido division, which is not part of the Gote 13. Diorang very secretive. Tapi kalau nak tahu diorang dalam kartun tu, diorang pakai macam hijab, macam nikab. So Tesai ni is yang sekarang is Mama Misai belentik yang macam Uncle Misai yang tolong Kisuke kat kedai tu. So MN Syafiq, adakah adik-adik Ichigo pun ada power Shinigami and Quincy? Interesting question. But I think adik dia boleh one of the can
Karin.
see kan. Karin can see right.
Karin.
Yeah, but nampak gayanya tak semua kuah tumpah ke nasi. Kategori The Great, welcome back. Mak dia tak ada bangkai lah kan. Yang Hollow Ichigo tu selepas mak dia kena cucuk dengan mak dia Quincy. So mak dia tak ada
Mak dia
bangkai.
tak boleh ada bangkai.
Mak dia dah jadi bangkai sekarang. Ya.
Janganlah. Bodoh aku tu. Mak dia tak ada bangkai kategori, tapi mak dia ada blood. Tapi blood dia tak boleh keluar sebab masa blood dia dah keluar lah Yuwak tarik balik.
Yang Hollow Ichigo.
Kau tengoklah nanti kan, bila Ichigo lawan dia akan ada bangkai level 3, dia akan ada blood sekali dengan pakai Hollow Mask. Kau tengok.
Not quite. But Shaz, nanti kau tengok ending tu, kau tengoklah macam mana Ichigo menang.
Double bangkai sebab ada 2 pedang.
Tapi aku confirmkan kat kau sekarang, sebab ini bukan spoiler. Dia akan keluar Getsuga Tensho. Itu je aku boleh.
Dia akan keluar
sampai bila-bila Getsuga Tensho.
Itu bukan spoiler. Itu bukan spoiler. Itu
Getsuga Tensho tu lah warna biru.
Dengan blue
Kenapa
power.
dia punya Getsuga Tensho kuat? Sebab lagu tu. Kenapa lagu tu bagi kat Ichigo? Sebab dia ada Getsuga Tensho yang kuat. Kenapa Getsuga Tensho tu kuat? Sebab lagu tu.
Okay, kategori. So selama ni Ichigo tak pernah jumpa uncle dia lah selama ni. Uncle mana ni?
Quincy ya.
Oh, you mean
Yeah. Ni bapak ni Ryuken. Technically he's not an uncle.
It's not uncle. Nothing to do with him.
Bukan
Tak ada bloodline. Dia tak kahwin.
Dia nak kahwin. Dia nak kahwin. Tapi tak jadi kahwin. Tak ada kahwin
Tak jadi kahwin.
Hold on. Bukan Kukaku dia punya aunt, something like that. Because SHIBA belongs to the house of SHIBA. Kukaku SHIBA.
SHIBA. Oh, sorry. Sekejap. Oh, tak pernah jumpa uncle dia selama.
Uncle?
Oh, Kayen mati. Kayen mati masa pendulum arc. Because he was one of the person that got hollow
fight. Yes. Sedih kan part tu?
So MN Syafiq, boleh tak terangkan pasal Vol Standing Queen? Wow.
Good, all yours, man.
Itu tahun depan ni kita.
Tak, nanti tengok tahun depan. Core 2 dengan Core 3 akan ada bila certain Kudo, apa nama?
Sorry. Aku tengah silap. Itu Fast Shrift. Fast Shrift is to do with I think Vol Standing is the ability that you can use if you are a Edge Quincy.
Full tak, dia bukan full, apa nama yang A B C D E F G, bukan full ring.
Itu dia punya Fast Shrift. Itu Shrift dia.
Apa nama term dia? Bukan Arangka, yang macam Arangka. Anyway, tahun depan bila kau tengok the remaining captains lawan diorang punya seteru Syafiq, akan ada 2 orang ke 3 orang akan explain Vol Standing adalah, dia akan explain. Kau tunggu je. Nanti bila dia explain tu kau tahulah, oh
yes,
ini rupanya.
Okay, I was right. Vol Standing is to do with the Stern Ritters. So
Stern Ritter, thank you.
Because power yang diorang ada sekarang, kalau Quincy yang top Quincy's yang bukan under Vandenreich is called Lash Steel. Lash Steel tu is the glove yang panjang takat siku tu. So Vol Standish is atas lagi. So mengikut ni in German it means complete or something like that, some shit. Okay, it means Quincy complete. So basically is a one up. So macam kononnya kalau kita terima lash steel sebagai shikai, mungkin Volstandish ni bangkai kot. Analogi ya.
Basically bangkai tu adalah pedang kau yang hijab dia tak buka lagi. Jadi bila kau bangkai, kau buka hijab pedang kau, so pedang kau punya rupa yang sebenar-benarnya, the jiwa atau the soul of your pedang tu dia akan keluar. Jadi bila dia keluar, dia ada energi dia, dan setiap bangkai tu ada dia punya moves yang tersendiri lah. So Volt Standing adalah benda yang sama untuk Stern Ritter. Di mana dia buka dia punya, dia macam bukan, dia ada limiter. Bila dia buka Volt Standing means dia dah tak payah tahan dia punya power. So bila dia dah buka power dia akan manifest. Ada setengah jadi besar, ada setengah tangan jadi panjang, ada setengah keluar pedang besar jadi sayap, ada angel semua tu. And then dia jadi lagi kuat lah. So
I think we've seen some
dia,
of it.
Kita dah tengok yang kena belasah yang
Gilgi dekat masa dia
Komodo yang kena belasah.
Okay.
Itu Volt Standing dia dapat sayap angel. So ada setengah Volt Standing tu cool lah. Nanti tengok nanti. Cari Volt Standing.
Biasalah seperti bangkai tak semua cool, dan setengah tu macam mengarut, macam kejadah hanya bangkai kan. So macam okay, Ashraf Azman, apa info sebelah SHIBA? Tak banyak sangat, so we got Kayan, and then just now like I think Anri mentioned it, Kukaku dengan sister dia. Kukaku and the brother Ganju. Yang dia orang sekarang
that explains kat why Kayan kan looks a lot like Ichigo tau.
Yeah.
Apa cadet yang dia buat nak tembak dia orang naik balik ke Serete, and then itu dah jadi macam tu lah keluarga tu. Sedangkan keluarga tu quite high up lah juga dulu. Tapi not as high up as the four families. Actually kan aku tengok dekat Wikia kan, so ada Kuchiki family and the other family there's another family, but the other two Kubo has never elucidated like who.
Sayang tau, sebab Kubo dia adalah jenis yang macam tak payah cerita pasal family apa. Kau nak tahu pasal family, nanti bila kau nak aku explain pasal power dia, aku cerita lah sikit pasal family, aku flashback lah, tu je. So Kubo punya style memang macam tu. So kita suka tak suka Bleach, kita kena redor dengan benda tu. So,
I mean like I've made a comment on this before, like he does like his show not tell kind of policy when it comes to
when it comes to action sequences, aku akan letak Bleach top 3 aku lah, shonen manga. Dia punya action sequences paneling cantik gila babi.
Anyway, so sekarang kita kena belum New Year's lagi kan, lagi setengah jam.
26 minit.
Lagi 26 minit. Okay, anyway, kita akan segmen kita yang seterusnya. Okay. How's your heart rate, Anri?
My heart rate?
Alamak. Kita dah sampai section yang Genryusai Yamamoto Anri akan bangkai.
So back to the present day. Okay, so Nimaya Oetsu di awal episod 11 memberitahu Abarai Renji konsep Asauchi dalam pembentukan Zanpakuto seseorang Shinigami. So anyway, apakah yang anda faham dengan perubahan sikap kesemua Asauchi yang amat ketara apabila berdepan dengan Ichigo untuk kali kedua? Anybody wants to start first?
Yes, let me start.
I know you will. You've been waiting 2 hours 30 minutes for this. Anyway, go.
Marty's 2 powers activate.
Mana lagu?
Bangkai Jesus, Ichigo coming. Let's all bow to him. Undo.
Bangkai Jesus.
Undo. There you go.
Kudo bodoh lah benda ni Kudo. Bodoh.
Bila dia jumpa dia punya Asauchi pegang, tiba-tiba jadi macam hollow, and then you dengar lagu Nobody Knows Who I Really Am. Apa lagi? The first ending song. Okay. As usual kan, this is what Tite Kubo does to Ichigo. Makes him a badass for Marty's 2 because Marty's 2 perempuan. Marty's 2 apa character, why he does this I tak tahu lah, because he could have just made kan them just part ways kan, and then dia punya Asauchi letak kat dia, it will make more sense, and he just makes it dramatic for no apparent reason tau. I have no problem with this scene, but it's a bit too much lah. You have to agree with me on this lah.
Tak boleh, aku tak agree. So, aku happy gila. Aku macam, why you hell yeah man.
Kalau if they all kan went to on their knees kan, and then mereka bergabung kan to one Asoishi kan, okay, aku boleh terima. But if they don't, because that what it means kan for them to kneel to you tau. They offer themselves for them to kneel kan, and then and make way kan, it devoids meaning on why they kneel in the first place for me. Do you understand?
Faham.
Sorry, aku punya reaction hell yeah je. Anybody
Ya,
else?
faham.
I don't care. Hell yeah. Masa lagu number 1 tu naik, aku macam at the end kan, wow, boleh joget aku kat bilik.
Nah, benda ni this particular scene is actually Kubo breaking his own storyline rule. Dia punya storyline rule is that for you to earn the right, you have to prove to the people, to the all the spirit of the swords, that you are worthy not only of besting them, but also of knowing which is the one. And they are supposed to make sure that, why should they kneel to you? Because for one thing, you are not going to pair with them.
Yeah.
So they are supposed to make sure that whoever you end up pairing with is worthy. Ini belum apa-apa semua dah kneel. Macam like, wow, he's so good and all that.
Chef, but you know the reason, right? Which is Anri's reason. It's
Satu,
like,
dua.
tak. Aku taklah main lagu tu. Tak. It's like, guys, jangan gaduh ah. Dia power sial. Baik kita tunduk. Bagi dia pilih.
Okay, kalau dia tunduk dan mereka semua kan offer themselves to Ichigo as a weapon kan, and they all combine into one singular Asoichi kan, that would be the one great scene tau.
Oh, yeah.
But this is not the case.
Yeah.
He just ignored the rest.
Probably because it doesn't fit with the law kot. Mungkin they have to have one Asoichi for a blade or whatever.
No.
Because-
Aku setuju dengan Anri punya point. Sebab kalau semua Asoichi tunduk and Ichigo pilih, barulah Ichigo. Engkau seorang je Shinigami that get to choose.
Pedang
Your
besar.
Asoichi suka semua offer diri.
Pilihlah.
Barulah dia
Macam
macam
dia, I choose all of you.
tak
Lepas tu dia ada 1000 pedang.
Ada limit lah. Apa ni?
Pokemon.
Saya Ichigo. But yeah, I mean, to make that scene special and worthwhile, he could have like, kau dengan kau. That means I want your traits and your traits and your traits, and then they akan combine to become the first ever combined.
Jangan cakap macam tu kau kan. Siapa pernah tengok Robin Hood, Kevin Costner?
Benar.
Ni siapa Snape? What's his, Alan Rickman. You 3:30. You 3:45. Bring a friend. Bring a friend. Whatever time lah, tapi macam 30 minutes after. Okay, sorry. Come. Okay.
Itu je lah. I just mention benda tu lah, because they're not supposed to be creatures with emotions. They have one goal and one goal only, to make sure that you are worthy. So they should not feel like respect, or they should not feel like fear and whatnot.
Anyway, we going to the next question. Pandangan anda dengan Captain dan Lieutenant yang telah hilang bangkai masing-masing. Actually aku tak ingat yang whether this guy, the one in the second panel, dia hilang bangkai ke tak, because he's a lieutenant. I can't remember yang
tak. Dia tak hilang bangkai.
Almost.
Akan dia akan lawan Shinrita dengan bangkai dia yang baru sebab dia train.
Oh, because dia tak ada, maknanya dia tak ada bangkai yet.
Dia tak ada bangkai yet. Tak ada.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. So aku tak sure sangat because at that time
bangkai dia cool.
Tapi aku tak ingat. Tapi I think you mentioned it already lah. Tapi apa? Okay. Sorry. Pandangan anda tentang these guys yang eating humble pie dan going back to basics.
Aku rasa dalam semua orang yang hilang bangkai, yang aku terima, bukan kesian lah, yang aku macam okay fine, I accept this, is Toshiro dengan Soifon lah. Because their reaction is very in character. Toshiro daripada kecil genius, daripada kecil dia nak train, bukan sebab dia nak tunjukkan semua orang dia bagus, tapi sebab dia adalah jenis genius yang aku bagus.
Just like interject sekejap je. Tapi kan both their bangkai for me
Toshiro, okay. Toshiro, the concept of his bangkai aku suka.
Cantik, yes.
Cantik lah, cantik.
Yes.
And then aku pula daripada kecil, I grow up with a lot of dragon-based manga. So bila pedang dia Hyoromaru tu adalah dragon, lepas tu dragon tu ada, aku sukalah. Soifon, I love the character design. I just do not understand the bangkai. Aku minta maaf siapa fan Soifon.
Aku fan for Soifon, tapi bangkai dia
aku out.
Bangkai
dia
dia
as a character, abilities dia,
bangkai dia is an antithesis to her being macam she's supposed to be a spy punya division yang to be in stealth. Tapi bangkai dia unwieldy, besar gila. And then kan takes time to recharge. Tapi tak apalah. Anyway, that's by the by. Tapi itulah kesian juga.
The last one, Komamoru, kita tak sembang Aku dengan Ari takkan, we refuse to comment on Komamoru punya as a character. Shaz, kau nak comment the doggo at the last panel?
Sorry, tak nampak doggo.
Ari tak nak comment.
Nampak.
Kita orang dah habis kutuk last time.
Right?
Tak, kita orang dah habis kutuk last time. So
Because dah
That's the first time kita nampak kan?
Dah first time kita nampak do something lah. I mean, kita nampak dia punya bangkai yang robot besar tu kan, macam tapi now bangkai tu dah gone. Now dia jangan jumpa tu ni.
Satu benda je lah. Macam mana atuk dia anjing, tapi the other guy is a humanoid anjing.
I think he's
kenapa cucu dia kecil?
Bapak dia ada bini orang manusia kot.
Aku tak nak fikir.
Terlampau lucu lah. Terlampau lucu lah. Tapi aku nak discuss point ni. Aku nak discuss point ni.
Okay, point.
This was exactly the point where aku tanya awal tadi. Kenapa tak ada orang belajar pasal bangkai ni thing? And now you're forcing this guy on pain of death. Kau kena belajar bangkai sekarang.
Desperate.
Afterthought.
Macam orang tak pernah bawa kereta. Kau pergi race Schumacher sekarang. Kalau tidak dunia terbakar. What?
Tapi aku punya bukanlah reasoning, tapi dari pemerhatian aku, tapi we all know that Shinigamis are a very egotistical bunch filled with hubris. Tengoklah bos-bos diorang. So when the going gets good, kita orang lah terror, kita orang lah everything. I mean, and then now things like this happen, barulah nak okay. Sekejap je. Tadi Jamal kata I don't want to think about it. Anri, have you seen this anime from fall season nama Love Flops tak?
No.
Ada adegan yang boleh menghasilkan Sarjan Komamura in a joking way.
I will not ask. Aku tak nak tanya. Udah gelap macam tu, aku tak nak tanya.
Dia pergi dekat park, betul. Tolong. Okay, tamu. Okay.
Anime apa tengok ni?
Ini bukan anime hentai. Ini anime dekat Crunchyroll. Nama Love Flops.
Of the 4 captain and lieutenants kan, I don't actually give a damn about Toshiro and the second guy lah, because Toshiro is practicing on Zenjutsu, which is actually the most practical thing to focus after hilang bangkai. Second guy nak belajar release bangkai. Soifon is probably the one I put the most trust to actually bring something to the next fight lah, because dia punya bangkai kan, it's not actually impressive at all tau. It's actually suck tau. Dia punya bangkai works like this tau. Dia cucuk sekali, sekali cucuk mati. For some reason
tu shikai dia. Dia.
Then I have no idea what dia punya bangkai is.
Bangkai dia macam roket.
Roket.
It's like a big rocket.
Well, that's useless.
Yeah. That's why it's an antithesis to her being the leader of the stealth division.
Yeah.
That's
So-
not stealth, you know.
So, Soifon kan actually focusing on dia macam what you call it, step flash or whatever, flash step apa tu kan. She's probably be a better fighter kan in the next battle kan, using that instead of just the bankai tau. Now that they know
Yeah.
what they're dealing with lah.
I think I agree with you because, for example, she's doing her physical training. So the other thing
Yeah.
like Shunpo, where the speed kan.
Yeah.
benda-benda
Plus, we
macam
get
tu
to
lah.
see Soifon sweating sexily on the rock, which is actually always a good thing. And the last picture, the dog. It's good to know what happened to the good luck dragon from the never-ending story lah.
You ingat yang tu? Anybody old enough to watch The Secret of Nim? It's a cartoon by there's a big owl who lives in a tree which looks like this, but who's supposed to be
No lah. The second impression I got is Lassie, you dah jadi mutant.
Anyway, okay, let's go to the meat of the matter. We can now go for another 4 hours. Adakah anda berpuas hati? Aku tahu tak akan ya. Dengan penerangan terakhir dari Zangetsu Osan, who's not Zangetsu anyway, termasuk sifat sebenar Zanpakuto yang digunakan Ichigo selama ini. Who wants to go first?
Aku start.
Zangetsu is not Zangetsu.
Aku punya paling cepat.
Okay. Wah, topi dia dah terbalik dah.
Tak. I like the revelation. I like the fact that, you know, there was a reason why he got the hollow and everything. Tapi again, like a lot of the storytelling dalam this entire arc, it comes after the fact. Dia review balik material dia, alamak aku silap benda ni, so aku akan betulkan sekarang. That is the impression as orang yang tak baca manga I'm getting lah. Macam like dia ni hero selama sekian-sekian banyak, tiba-tiba kita terbalikkan lah, sebenarnya Optimus Prime tu jahat. Dia macam like sebenarnya Dumbledore tu jahat. Happy tak? Will you be happy with that kind of storytelling tak? You appreciate that they explain sebenarnya masa aku buat macam ni, this was the reason. But then
I agree.
it's completely like this 180 the thing. So macam like so all this time kita rooting orang yang tak baik ke? You know, that is the part yang aku tak seronok lah. I like the concept that he explained things, but the fact that dia ni sebenarnya remnants of power from the main villain, and macam like alah, penat je kita rooting untuk engkau selama 10-15 tahun, tiba-tiba dia villain sebenarnya. Itu je lah. I think that was the part that annoyed me lah. Kalau dia kata, you know, in the end, it's not the sumber of the power, but it is our decision that makes us good or bad. Like, yeah, that's good, you know. Although you keturunan orang jahat, tapi you make active decision to use your power for good. That would have been great. Tapi sebab, saya jahat, and then that's it. So like, so wasted. But again, as we are talking a lot here kan, Kubo was under duress kan. So mungkin masa tu dia tak terfikir the implications of this simple surprise or or sebenarnya.
5-second interjection. I agree with you. I wouldn't like Optimus Prime to be orang jahat, like to be.
Itulah tiba-tiba.
Tapi
But
I like,
if you look,
I like the explanation. Okay, Anri go.
but if you look at the greater context kan, Optimus Prime is a villain because he's betraying the Cybertronian race. In the long run.
Ini 10 tahun tak habis cerita ni.
We can talk about that lah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but in this sense kan,
outside, take it outside.
yeah. Betul. Okay, we can have that talk when something Transformers comes out lah. But in this matter, right, I am a bit confused. I understand they want to tie this power to Yahwach. Problem is kan, so you're telling me all this while kan, pedang yang Ichigo keluarkan dari Zanpakuto kan, Zangetsu kan, is actually Quincy punya base power. You're telling me that since it originates from Zangetsu, Yeah, watch.
No.
So that means Quincy sebenarnya pun ada bangkai lah.
No.
Semua pun Zangetsu apa?
No.
Apa?
No.
Then what?
Quincy
Because
bukan.
Zangetsu kan muncul as a pedang.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. The pedang is actually from his hollow side. It's always been his hollow side. Zangetsu
Yes.
has but because kan dia kata I've never lied to you apart from the name. Maknanya dia tipu yang kata nama aku Zangetsu. So selama ni so si Ichigo duk panggil dia old man Zangetsu, Zangetsu Osan. But his name is not Zangetsu. That person who looks like Ivach is a manifestation of the drop of blood in every Quincy that exists. Ini just by the by. Kalau interestingly, kalau kau buka Wikia sekarang, dia orang tukar kan kalau macam Ishin SHIBA bracket type soul whatever si Ichigo is human bracket Quincy tau, because he becomes a Shinigami substitute. He's never a Shinigami, but he is actually a Quincy. But anyway, but that's on the technical side.
Okay, so aku tambah apa yang Kudo cakap 100%. And so basically what this particular arc lah, atau this particular bit in this arc was meant to tell us is that bila engkau sembang dengan zapan kutu engkau, because of how the process kau dapat Asawichi dan kau dapat pedang kau tu, in a manner of speaking, the Asawichi is a reflection of your true self. That is why when you bankai,
it's called Blade is Me. Nama
the Blade is Me because the bankai is a reflection of you. Sebab tu masa awal-awal yang kita basically semua orang yang minat bleach sebab dia semua orang ada bankai. Tak pernah ada manga sebelum ni IP yang samurai pakai pedang-pedang ada bangkai. So the moment bleach buat bangkai, semua orang lost their shit. And there are a lot of people yang punya bangkai yang kita suka sebab it is so that person. Kan macam Hyorun Toshiro, memang kita suka orang yang suka Hyorun Maru sebab memang Toshiro lah. Kan Ice Cold whatever. So basically the bangkai is a manifestation of your own self. So jadi in the form of a sword punya look and feel and the power itself. Jadi bila kau jumpa bangkai punya spirit, bila kau nak kena jumpa balik bangkai kau nak repair bangkai kau ke, kau nak train bangkai kau dan kau jumpa, you essentially meet yourself. And you have to accept who you are. You have to be conscious of who you really are for then the sword to say, okay, now I give myself to you and then aku jadi an extension of you lah, which is
so
what the
that's
bangkai is.
Ichigo's punya hollow punya
Yes, so Ichigo punya hollow bangkai dan pedang sampai
selama ni
semua hollow.
It's
a hollow. Tetapi this is I think it's an interesting thing. It could have been done cleaner. Tetapi bila dia jumpa dan dia jumpa Old Man Zangetsu, it's always because Zangetsu dia dah explain dah. I will always look after you until I cannot suppress you any longer, until I cannot hold you any longer. Jadi bila Ichigo dia nak release dia punya hollow side of powers by accessing it through the bangkai, Zangetsu akan keluar. Sebab Zangetsu nak suppress benda tu. Jadi Ichigo pula tak tahu benda ni. Jadi dia ingat, oh, Old Man Zangetsu is my Zapan Kuto. So aku kena lawan dan beat Zangetsu to then own my Zapan Kuto and make it listen to me. Jadi every time dia jadi macam tu lah. So bila yang dia lawan yang hollow tu, dia tak faham apa benda pula. Padahal at that point in time, that was his Zapan Kuto.
Selama ni that is his Zapan Kuto. Because in fact masa the old man pun cakap masa exposition ni, dia kata kalau kau perasan, kau tak perasan, selama ni apa-apa yang kau improve dengan skill kau dengan Zapan Kuto tu sebenarnya bukan aku.
Bukan aku, semua hollow. Semua hollow kau. Which is betul lah sebab mak dia ada hollow darah masuk dalam.
Just one more thing, sebagai yang semacam apa Jamal cakap, because I want to protect you until I cannot suppress you any longer, because itu macam itulah titik darah Ivach untuk every single Quincy untuk membimbingkan mereka menjadi Quincy yang beriman. Tetapi kau nampak ada one thing, dia kata I'm not Ivach but I am Ivach. Tapi macam aku pasal tengok tu aku dah macam, oi, ni apa ni? Evangelion ke? Dah mula nak bercakap mengarut-ngarut kan. Tapi the point is that, and then he's noticed that you chose to follow the Shinigami method because kalau tidak aku bunuh kau. Because
correct.
Because you are the antithesis to what I am.
Correct.
Tapi because I've seen that you've gone through pain, whatever, to improve yourself as a Shinigami, dia kata hati dia terdetik untuk tidak membunuh dia. Itulah pasal in the end ambillah kuasa kuasa
Dan dia belah.
kau.
Kuasa kau and then dia belah.
Dia menangis habis.
Tapi the cool thing about Zangetsu was the fact that tadi masa Kudo cakap he made me realise benda ni. Kan masa when he I lost my train of thought. Because Kudo brought up a great point. Dia kata dia kena protect. Okay. So this is how powerful Zanpakuto Jesus is. Sebab dia cakap dekat Abarai Renji lepas dia tendang Ichigo balik ke dunia, he has to let go of his Zangetsu. Dia kena lepaskan dia punya Zanpakuto. But not like his old Zanpakuto. He had to let go of what he thought was his Zanpakuto, which is Zangetsu. Which I thought macam so at that point in time aku macam okay lah, kau memang pandai Kubo. Nobody is doubting that. Tapi macam bila
benda macam ni kau boleh buat.
Benda macam ni kau boleh buat. Best gila. Because macam then kita nampak the conflict between Ichigo yang macam aku ingat power aku ni datang dari aku punya Zanpakuto. Zanpakuto aku punya manifestation adalah Old Man Zangetsu, which is the image of Yuak. And now we see Yuak. Habis tu Yuak ni siapa? Lepas tu dia kata sebenarnya bukan tak kena dengan aku, kena semua hollow kau. Tapi you will always see me because I will always appear whenever you are at this position you are in this moment in your life. Because
that's his duty.
That is beauty. So aku rasa macam power sial. And then darah Yuak tu sendiri kata, okay, I let you go. Shaz, spoiler, and this is one of the foreshadow as to how and why Ichigo will be able to beat Yuak in the end. So tu aku cakap. So this is ni
How does the hollow allow Ichigo to make a bankai when you need to have apa benda tu yang spirit in the upper echelon the Shao-Chi tu lah, to get the actual Zanpakuto? Because aku boleh terima lagi as a replacement Shinigami kau ada basic sword, but how come the hollow punya power allows you to imitate the Shinigami punya bankai?
Okay, tak. Dia ada darah Shinigami sebab bapak dia Shinigami. Do not ask why. Tadi kita dah tanya benda ni, bapak dia Gigai. Okay, kita ambil je logik, dia ada darah Shinigami. Can of Worms, exactly. Okay, dia ada darah Shinigami. Kalau dia tak ada darah Shinigami, dia ada soul of Shinigami sebab bapak dia Shinigami. Okay, we just take it that way. So bila dia dah jadi Shinigami, dia boleh jadi separuh Shinigami. Dia ada access to Ashawichi. Dah habis cerita. So bila dia jadi ada access to Ashawichi, dia ada Zanpakuto. So macam aku cakap tadi, bila semua Shinigami dia nak belajar, dia nak train Zanpakuto dia dan nak dapatkan bangkai, that bangkai is a manifestation of them facing themselves inside, inner self. So his inner self is the hollow. Sebab tu hollow tu yang augment dia punya bangkai, bukan
sorry guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Pak kata Jepun, akemashite omedetou gozaimasu atau yoyo toshio.
Hai.
Anyway,
as we say Malaysia kan.
Itu satu lagi tu P New Year.
PINYUYER.
P New Year.
Jangan Madhon Year. Mahun baru
macam Maria Maria.
So Shaz, but that's why he is able, that's how his hollow gets his bangkai. Not because hollow tu yang bagi power.
Sebenarnya dia punya bangkai is not the true bangkai that he has lah. It's something he thought was the bangkai.
No. Zangetsu was what he thought was his Zanpakuto punya manifestation. His bangkai has always been his bangkai. Cuma dia ingat bangkai dia punya Zanpakuto is Old Man Zangetsu, which is not Old Man Zangetsu pun sebenarnya. It's the
just
hollow
to make it itu masalahnya orang tua tu nama dia bukan Zangetsu pun.
So kita lagi confused sebab Ichigo yang panggil dia Zangetsu.
At the end of this discourse, Ichigo kata
benda baru dia tu panggil Zangetsu juga.
You are for me, you are Zangetsu, the hollow is also Zangetsu. Tapi pasal as Jamal correctly says, not just the bangkai, the fact that he's got a manifestation. In fact, dia seorang je, dia shikai dia dah keluar awal. Orang lain semua pedang biasa je. So kan pedang dia besar banyak kan. So basically that's a combination of hollow bearing in mind white is actually a hybrid pun because it's made up of hollow plus whatever Aizen made.
But actually
the
kan,
fact that Shinigami from his father's side. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Actually kan katakanlah kita nak betul analyze, scrutinize kan. In the manner of speaking, bangkai dia bukan hollow pun sebenarnya, tetapi the power or rather the energy that he used or he access to come to the level where he can wield his bangkai came from his hollow. Tapi bila dah jadi bangkai, fizik dia, visual dia ikut hollow dia sebiji-sebiji. That is 100%. Yang tanduk tu pada aku is the most beautiful thing I've seen from Bleach lah. My god. But dia punya bangkai dan dia punya power ikut bapak dia sebiji-sebiji. Getsuga Tensho sampai mati. So that's it. So kalau kau tengok dia lawan, dia tak ada bangkai yang macam Hyorun Maru keluar bunga macam-macam, ada triksi-wiksi, I put you in a sphere. Dia tak ada. Dia macam bapak dia. Aku Reaksi kuat, aku lawan kau, bangkai aku keluar Getsuga Tensho, and then aku ada speed dengan power dan whatever, not Reaksi yang besar. Tapi sebab dia ada holofication,
kan?
itu
ada
pedang
baju.
Tapi sebab dia holofication, jadi bila dia jadi hollow, dia punya speed meletup-letup, and then dia punya power meletup-letup. Itu je lah. So dia tak ada bangkai in the traditional sense where when I get into bangkai, if you get hit by my sword, you will get a hollow. None of that bullshit. That is not Ichigo, that is not SHIBA. So macam bangkai dia Tensho sampai mati. Aku benci gila siapa benda tu. Masa first panel tu cantik, lepas tu macam Pokemon lah.
Jessica Tensho tu is a move that he use masa Shikai pun. Tapi masa nak bangkai pun boleh juga.
Tensho juga. Tak ada benda lain. Dia tak ada benda lain. No, masa lawan you walk dia ada benda lain.
Yeah.
Finally. Tapi
and masa lawan Aizen
Getsuga Tensho.
Tak. I don't know.
Apa dia kata? Dia kata apa?
Blue Getsuga Tensho dia cakap.
Purple.
I'm just waiting for it, man.
Purple Getsuga Tensho.
Aku punya clue satu je, Shaz. Ultraman. Tu je aku nak cakap.
Shit.
Hey.
Metron beams. Dia guna pedang dia kan.
Babi laju gila.
Ultraman. Hey, Happy New Year, BuzzPOPTV.
Happy New Year.
Ya.
Tapi
tengok betapa cekalnya kami bekerja. Tak ada pesan. Macamlah dipaksa. Happy New Year ni, dan gang. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying?
I'm done.
Okay. Okay. I guess everybody's sorted out.
Macam ni lah, aku rasa kan satu dunia punya Bleach fans kan, bangkai tak ada orang gaduh. Bangkai tak ada orang gaduh. Bangkai tak ada orang macam, kau nak gaduh apa pasal bangkai? What the fuck do you hate about bangkai? I have a problem with you. Bangkai semua orang cool. Benda lain semua
lain,
gaduh. Bangkai.
Okay. Tapi believe it or not, we are coming to the end.
Man.
Okay. Okay, teori Yokohama anda mengenai okay, I think we kind of answered that just now.
Dah, secara tak langsung.
We have actually, didn't we? Secara tak langsung. Yeah, because it still has the... No, I think because at that time, my soalan was, why do you think he was approached by Hashvals? Because at that point, I guess we can go, dia nak join ke pun. Tapi itulah, I think kita dah secara tak langsung dah guess why he's joining the ranks of this Quincy's
Vandenrijk.
Anybody as a last parting words yang big tautologus. Ada apa nak tambah lagi tak?
Tak ada.
Aku tahu kenapa Ishida Uryu masuk, tapi aku tak nak cakap sebab semua orang boleh teka.
I've already mentioned my theory Brazil about why he joined. This is my harapan untuk Yahwach lah, untuk Ishida Uryu lah. I hope Yahwach give him a haircut lah, because the hairstyle is out of style for the past 20 years lah.
Smart lah rambut tu.
Yes,
kau cikgu sekolah kan?
Bro, rambut ni okay kalau dia nak ambil entrance exam, but he's joining the Quincy Bayern Munich Army. He needs a haircut.
Oi, the Bayern Munich army is
Betul.
as gay as a Mardi Gras, man.
Then you should have the gay boy
Yeah.
hairstyle lah.
Full representation.
Hey,
Actually can.
chill.
No.
Why you all talking about Ishida Uryu like that? Chill, okay? Do not insult my favorite character.
Orang duk cakap pasal
I accept the comment about the hair. I accept it. Aku setuju. I don't disagree with you. I am fine with it, but if you say it needs to change, I don't have a problem with it. Tapi aku rasa he will look different at the end. If my memory serves me right.
Yeah.
When he reappears.
Tapi
As-
aku
With, I don't know, man, with a lot of shit. He will reappear with a lot of shit.
you know how it is, like, I mean, in this zaman woke PC whatever, people talk about representation. Tengok cerita macam Bleach ni, daripada dulu dia dah ada representation tanpa dipaksa, tanpa beragenda. Berbagai-bagai bangsa ada. In fact,
Kita anime dah lama dah ada.
Kan?
Laki jadi perempuan jadi laki sebab kena air panas tu kan.
Dulu lah masa aku kecil, aku macam apa kartun Jepun ni ada black man? Betul. Because masa kecil kan tak faham. Ingat kartun Jepun semua, tapi at the same time kau tak question pula kartun Jepun ni rambut blonde, mata biru.
Betul.
Tapi nama kau Yamamoto ke? Tapi
Adventures Jojo je Bizarre Adventure sampai sekarang sets the trend. US cannot achieve the level of like acceptance of that kind of art style and character punya style, no matter what they say.
Jojo's the bomb. Sorry guys. Sorry siapa yang tak suka Jojo. Aku faham kalau kau tak suka, but bro,
aku macam didn't know what the
Jojo,
fuss
man.
was about. But and then when I watched it for the first time, I was like, okay, apa hal terlalu I call it the Rajinikanth of anime.
Yes.
I can appreciate that.
But
I can
no,
appreciate that.
tapi mula-mula, tapi aku macam after a while, this is a cool punya ini tau. Tapi macam aku macam biasalah Jojo, semua benda nak explain kat sini. Tapi sebenarnya aku akan. Tapi
Bro, that was just the first series. Then you get the heart on, and then you get the stand.
Come on.
Jojo, I came for the stand. Tapi I stayed for everything else.
Yeah. Tapi one thing I like about Jojo is, I mean, I love the names and the usage of pop culture when it's music. Because I like hard rock music. And then kalau kau
Rio
tengok
Speedwagon.
Jojo 6, they're into because obviously you know Jojo is very Araki is into fashion.
Yeah.
One of the characters, her name dia Anasui. So anybody who knows branded Anasui ada Jojo. Well, I know it's an Italian name, tapi Jojo Amani lah semua.
They literally have someone named Emporio.
Emporio, that's it. Tapi kan kelakarnya bila dia orang do the dubbing, and even in the subtitles, they have to ikut the. I think there is a copyright issue.
Yes.
So in Japanese, they can call each other macam kawan Jolin. In the subtitle is FF. Nama dia Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
She just Foo Fighter. Tapi FF. Macam asal dia orang tak tulis lah. So ni aku fikir, mungkin ada copyright issue because Foo Fighters never given macam tak bagi publication guna nama kita orang. Tapi undang-undang Jepun lain tu
Street Fighter dulu kan the boxer
Zangief.
asal namanya M. Bison.
Ya.
Tapi bila sampai US dia kena tukar sebab M. Bison was 99% Mike Tyson.
That's why he became Balrog.
Yep.
And then
Balrog. Tapi yang major tu the ultimately yang became M. Bison tu sebenarnya ada nama lain
Vega.
Asalnya Vega.
Vega ada
And the original Vega. Patut
Vega bukan Spanish dancer aku cakap.
Kau layan
dia tukar
US,
3 orang punya nama.
kita kena layan Jepun. Apa engkau? You uncultured swine. Tiba-tiba.
Dia Sagat dia tak tukar sebab dia Thai.
Saga je tak tukar. Dia top 4 tu dia tukar. The
Sagat.
boxer jadi the boxer originally was Balrog. The Spanish dude was Vega. So the Spanish dude was Balrog. And then the boxer was apa nama ni? Bison.
M. Bison.
M. Bison. Then the
Fight.
king, the final is Vega.
Vega.
Anyway.
Lawak,
Right.
lawak.
Let's see what we have from chat. And Syafiq rindu nak dengar White bercakap dalam form Ichigo. Yeah, he's got this funny echoey voice which we've not heard for the longest time. Actually, masa dia bersalaman dengan White dekat dalam basement tu, foreshadowed dalam opening credits. Masa dia bersalaman dengan tu. I mean, and so was Uryu Ishida in his full Stern Ritter uniform, berdiri bangga kat depan. Macam, it's not in the flash, boleh nampak macam. But then again, agaknya orang yang dah tengok manga tak nak spoil lah. Afif, if you think design for Ichigo Shikai is silly, I don't know. I was commenting on what you call it? Siapa tu? Soifon. Tapi
Soifon, kita dah komen Soifon. Kita bukan komen.
Tapi
Shikai
wait for the Bangkai. Personally love the Shikai, but the Bangkai is a no. Are you talking about? Okay, I'm not the one to say anything.
Spoiler.
If the current one is okay, I'm not going to say anything. If the previous one, I thought the Bangkai was gorgeous. The kurus pedang tanpa menggunakan apa-apa yang tapi
aku basically dalam Ichigo yang paling banyak-banyak yang aku paling benci bangkai dia yang dia pakai macam suit, lepas tu pedang dia berbalut. Aku macam tu je.
Yang mana tu?
Itu je. Kan ada satu yang dia pakai suit. Lepas dia bangkai, masa dia Shikai kot, dia jadi suit, lepas tu dia punya pedang macam ada balut-balut. Tapi pedang dia straight je, katana biasa je, kalau hitam. Semua hitam.
Oh, but that's his Bangkai.
Ada bangkai, sorry. Itu yang paling macam, itu je.
Lazy.
We waited.
No,
Satu
lazy.
dunia tunggu.
Lazy.
You're number one.
Lazy.
Biar design besar-besar bodoh-bodoh tu pergi kat Soifon ke apa. Okay. Siapa ni? Kategori love flop, best plot twist. Okay, I only watched the first episode with the dog, so I didn't want to watch it anymore after that. I'll be brave and try to watch it. MN Syafiq again, old man Zagetsu macam Mak Ishida cakap nak protect, tapi bila Ichigo nak mati, dia tak buat apa-apa. Conclusionnya Olo Ichigo yang hancur.
Setuju Syafiq.
Betul.
Quincy
Lepas tu bagi ayat Acadip. Sebenarnya
Acadip.
aku rasa kau dah ada tenaga kau sendiri, so I can let you go. Betul lah, banyak lah bising lah. Diam lah, you pula lah. But thank you for the Quincy power. What?
Shit.
Asal? Oh, spoiler ke? Aduh.
Oi, MN Syafiq tak mau cerita lagi 3 tahun, tak mau cerita ya. Shit! Why?
Steroid, tadi kat steroid je. Okay. Okay, tak ada masalah.
Okay, shit. Better put it somewhere else just in case I press on it again. Anyway. Aku macam tak perasan. So aku macam klik lah. Anyway, gosh, neighbor aku cuma ingat aku dah buat apa, dia berjerit-jerit ni.
Tak bebel menjerit bangkai.
Tak, aku jadi dulu aku tahu Shaz, better you remember, was it you and Nick, I was testing out the StreamYard because and it was like 9 in the morning for you guys. Aku kat sini 3 pagi tau. Lepas tu biasalah kita duk borak, mulalah menjerit-jerit lah. Aku bangsa kalau ayah aku memaki aku, dia kata, can you like not talk normally? Betul. Aku dapat message WhatsApp dari neighbor aku. Dia kata, it's 3 AM, can you bring it down a bit? Dia baik, 12 tahun, tak pernah aku main gitar ke apa. Aku baru tahu sebelah ni bilik tidur dia. Aku macam, sorry. So aku dulu terfikir kan, ingat nak buat certain sessions like you guys pagi ke apa, tapi I have to cancel the niat lah.
The best kau letak ni je, kau letak soundproofing panel.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help really. I mean, proper soundproofing actually is not just the panel. It's more than that actually. But anyway, sekarang anyway, chat kita dah pergi. Kita akan ke segmen kita yang terakhir. Right. Harapan untuk core kedua Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. So baru-baru ni diumumkan core kedua surprisingly Julai summer 23. I was thinking dengan diorang tak siap lah, tak apa lah semua nak buat, probably the earliest in the fall, but probably diorang mungkin dah start. I mean, how do I know kan? So in my opinion, saya punya harapan with Kubo Sensei continuing to be in the midst of the creative process of the anime production as we have seen for the past 13 episode. Semoga proses perbaikan arc terakhir Bleach ni berjalan lancar je lah. I mean, I guess as we can see certain bits macam nak repair, totally repair, it will probably change the story what not, tapi macam they've done quite a good job thus far lah to add stuff, to take away, to subtract stuff. So what harapan kita ambil di atas sekali, kita ambil Shaz, harapan dari Shaz untuk
I just hope they continue this pacing, this style. Kalau power tu is strong enough to cut down a general person, silalah meninggal. You know, kita tak nak lah, you know, always sebenarnya saya menggunakan cuma 3% kuasa saya. Let's save that for people who matter.
You've been saying that. Saja nak tanya, fight mana yang dia buat itu in the past?
Oh, that one is a general shonen punya trope.
I know, but I thought you were at that time, masa dulu kau pernah mention.
Tak, even in Bleach, orang tu dah penat keluar bangkai, member tu juga lah, sebenarnya saya ada lagi form kedua, glorification.
Fight yang mana? Aku tengah nak fikir. Tapi
tak, in general, you just look at a lot of those fights when the macam Hoiko Mundo punya fight kan, dah penat keluar bangkai semua, bla 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 bla. Now I will show you my hollow power.
Although I'll give it to you, that example that you made was actually that when Yamamoto fought Yuhabaha yang fake tu. Yang tu,
but in general, if the power is said to be so overwhelming, biarlah betul-betul overwhelming sampai like the initial destruction of the whole society tu, where all this, even the lower rank lieutenants will stop you. Mampus. Dia like, oh shit. So barulah dia betul-betul kuat. Kalau the US do it well. Kita perlu menunjukkan karakter ni adalah sangat kuat, memerlukan the entire Justice League to defeat him. Apa yang kita nak buat? Green Lantern kena lanyak masuk koma.
Ini kita punya same argument 20 minit daripada video kita yang pertama. Tapi at the same time, you know lah, but as you say, is it power display for power display sake? Tapi I don't think it's for the sake. I think there is some background to it, but they are just powerful.
But right now, I like the way it's done lah. When things are meant to be powerful, you can see it's powerful. People who not supposed to hold back, they don't hold back. Kalau karakter dia lansi, memang suka nak hold back, aku boleh terima lah. But not everybody is the same, you know. So macam Kenpachi, macam kalau Kenpachi, he will always attack with whatever full power he has. You know, that kind of thing. So I just hope that they continue on this trend lah. And aku rasa it won't have any issue on apa ni, Kubo losing the story and creative control, because benda ni is the end. Is partly a tribute to him, and also when they finally release the Blu-ray and DVD and whatnot, they need to make sure benda tu akan so they will make sure it's good lah.
Like what I was alluding to earlier on, I mean Jamal too as well, because both of us have read the manga. A bit interested to see what's happening in the next core, because there's going to be something that's like macam, oh god, kenapa macam ni? Tapi because untuk aku rasa kalau dia nak ubah lah to make it better, dia nampak macam boleh menukar, bukan hala tuju, tapi menukar cerita.
I don't think they will.
So macam it's like us wanting to correct The Last Skywalker because we hate it or whatever. You know, the only way you can only change it is obviously by doing spin-offs and hopefully masa dia buat cerita kan, they were talking about Acolyte and all that, nak pakai bukan Acolyte, Ahsoka, or was it the series. Itu pun semua teori, but you're right lah. Tapi okay, onwards to Anri. Anri dah kan? Belum.
Okay.
Harapan.
When it comes,
everybody's on a toilet break.
Okay, when it comes to Bleach, right?
Hmm.
So far the content is good. The pacing is good.
Hmm.
Presentation and execution is they need to work on it lah. I don't mind actually the Matistu moments with Ichigo, Zaraki, but they need to do it better lah. It's subjective, but I hope they can do it better next time around lah. Because I know you're trying to make this character look invincible, but here's the problem: if you make your protagonist too strong, right? There's no sense of worry or urgency for your character now. That means, he's just gonna one hit this guy sometime down the story lah. So it doesn't help plot wise lah. Give a sense of priority to the antagonist lah, which I think plays the equally important role in the whole story lah. But I hope they continue with the quality, because every drawing that they do for this series has been outstanding lah. And personally, I think Ikumi is the best human waifu, and Rangiku is the best Shinigami waifu. I hope to see more of them. I do not want a Bleach episode. I just want more, I don't know. I don't need a beach or hot spring episode. I just want more content. More content. Preferably Tite Kubo will listen to me and don't make Orihime end up with Ichigo lah. Okay, make her end up with Grimjaw or Ishida Uryu or Sado, or who cares? They are better women in the series.
Jamal, harapan untuk core kedua?
Aku rasa, aku harap benda-benda yang dia polish ataupun dia clean up during the adaptation akan kekal, if not lebih baik daripada apa yang kita dapat. Sebab aku dah cakap tadi, aku appreciate the fact that dia tak ubah cerita terus. Macam contohnya, sepatutnya benda ni jadi tapi dia tak suka sebab banyak orang bising, dia tukar. Dia tak ada buat benda tu, which I really like lah. Aku macam, dia ada self-respect. Okay, ini benda yang aku dah buat 10 tahun, 15 tahun dulu, aku kekalkan benda ni. Tapi how can we make the anime watching experience better? So kita tak rasa macam tu. So aku appreciate benda tu. Other than that, just show it to me. That's it. Because Bleach for me has always been a visual feast. Daripada dulu aku sangat suka visual dia. During the Hueco Mondo arc dengan Aizen arc, at some of the peak Bleach, dia punya paneling cantik sangat. And aku rasa sedikit semangat tu telah dibawa masuk dalam adaptasi Cour 1 ni, sebab some of the CGI cantik sangat. Yang raindrops tu, lepas tu yang dia pakai pop art punya colour, yang colour pink, lepas tu colour biru, colour kuning,
yang tu a bit left field, because they did comment like, asal korang tukar, because selama ni when they animate it was the normal blue or
normal
whatever.
Colour Tapi aku suka, kenapa tahu? Sebab masa kita buat coverage on Bleach last time yang Shaz tak ada tu, kan aku cakap one of the qualities of Kubo is that dia bukan setakat mangaka, dia pun designer juga. Dia art director punya standpoint. Jadi bila dia design silhouette tu cantik, dan bila kau tengok dia buat poster semua, ada banyak-banyak genre, banyak-banyak style, banyak pop art. So bila kau nampak dia incorporate unsur-unsur tu dalam macam moment, okay, aku nak kena jumpa Zangetsu. Jadi Zangetsu semua pop art punya colour. Jadi bila flashback colour macam ni. Lepas tu bila dunia pelik-pelik sikit, dia buat benda pelik-pelik. Lepas tu bila raindrops dia bagi 3D. Jadi benda tu cantik sangat. So pada aku, semangat Bleach yang cantik dari manga, yang panel ke panel, dia bawa ke panel anime, panel screen. Lepas tu dia tunjuk benda-benda tu, that is awesome lah. So katakanlah dia dah bagi kita benda tu, and macam contoh masa Yamamoto mati tu, tapi scene yang dia tunjuk bangkai dia tu, kita macam wow, what the fuck, kuatnya mamak ni. So aku just nak cakap, nanti korang tengok sendirilah, dia orang belanja kau bila Ichigo tak puas hati, dia pergi jumpa Yuak dekat wherever they are, lepas tu dia lawan. sebelum dia punya final battle, betul Ishida sampai, betul kau tengok the visual feast that they will give us. Itu aku tak nak mention lagi all the Stern Ritter lawan semua captain yang tinggal. So visually I'm expecting a lot of that, dan I think if we get that, kita akan kata thanks for doing this lah. We didn't need it, but when you give it to us, you reminded us of all the great things about Bleach. Of course, the negative things tu personal je. Kita suka part ni, kita suka part ni, kita tonton Bleach.
Aku ada soalan bonus.
Dia soal nostalgia, kau bagi kita balik, lepas tu kau belanja kita lagi, tu kita memang akan cakap thank you lah. So memang that's all for me.
Aku ada soalan bonus untuk orang-orang lain. Kalau Kudo nak jawab, orang boleh. Adakah this visual art, visual style that Kubo has been presenting to us, something yang selama ni dia dah memang ada, or is something he developed during the gap antara the previous arcs of the anime and the current arc? So we are actually seeing the ultimate form of Kubo, or is this something that he has always had dulu tapi sebab pressure, deadline and whatever not telah di-suppress?
Aku nak jawab dulu. Are you talking about the anime?
In general lah. Sebab
Because
aku tak baca the manga, so I cannot compare.
Manga nak kata daripada day one dah cantik dah, because dia punya karakter, dia punya cara lukisan dia bukan macam, walaupun dia boleh go to the trophy mata besar chibi tapi ada function lah dia guna tu untuk comical narrative ke apa. Tapi in general dia jenis mangaka yang jenis lukis orang macam orang tau, macam just look at the pictures, tengok mata macam mata tak, I suppose tu sembul mata besar macam macam like all these mangaka, they can draw perfectly well. It's up to them what kind of style. Tapi dari segi stylizations, dari segi orang dia semua handsome dan cantik, it's always been his style. The only difference that we are seeing now is basically Studio Pierrot punya approach, and obviously due to advances. Actually kan, masa aku tengok Fullbring punya arc tu, aku macam tarik balik nak kata okay lah, 2004 punya Bleach yang masa 4:3 punya ratio macam TV, TV zaman dulu tu, ya itu memang zaman tu punya lah, lukisan belakang macam draw rumah macam cincai kan. Whereas here we have cinematic camera angles, main bokeh, it's like
the background is like from a movie. The background
baru nak cakap because it's like the effort the studio has put for this TV series is as if you're doing it for a cinema release. It might be a number of things that they are working their asses off, plus the fact that now technology has improved. Zaman 10 years ago, computer bukan macam sekarang. In fact, every single anime, I mean, now it is hand-drawn on a tablet as opposed to be on a piece of paper. So it's all sped up. Lagi satu dari segi pembikinan animation, tak tahu lah, I'm not shitting on Pierrot ke apa, but this is the done thing among anime punya studios. They have lots of help. They actually help each other. Kau akan kalau kau bangsa suka baca kredit, memanglah kredit in Japanese, tapi nama studio ni banyak in Romaji. Kau tengok apa pasal Cloverworks ada menyebut, apa pasal yang ni, it's like this studio lain, but they sometimes macam we need help, we need Cloverworks, boleh tolong tak, we need in-betweeners for this section. Like that tu, ada studio kat Korea, you will notice, pergi balik tengok any recent anime, DR movies.
Yes.
And then kau pasal dah banyak nama Korea dia orang in Romanized. It's all Korean names. You can tell they're Korean names. DR Movies is a prolific studio that's been helping out lots of studios in Japan to get the work across faster. I mean, obviously lah, the chief character design semua is the local studio kan, because they really need help. So sama lah juga MAPPA pun, dia bukannya perfect sangat. Cakap pasal MAPPA next year, why there's no Chainsaw Man? Because they have 5 projects next year. gila nak buat Chainsaw Man with that quality. Baru ni kan orang dah puji, betul. Why no news? Yalah, kau dah nak buat Vinland Saga, kau nak buat Jigako Rajku ni. Anyway, but that's by the by. Sorry, yeah. Have you got anything else? Harapan itu je kan. Comment from our chat. Afif Problemo punya harapan maintain the animation quality. Yes, sama juga kami lah. Happy New Year and Happy New Year to MN Syafiq. Aku baru baca balik your comment you tadi. You kata orang cakap, tapi orang cakap ke awak tahu? Harap-harap bangkai baru Ichigo lebih cool dan cantik. Yang penting
sama
bukan kena biasa warna hitam.
Sama, Syafiq sama dengan aku. Tak suka gila bangkai tu. Ni je.
What to do. But we will see that in the next 3 years or whatever. Hari tu aku jumpa Arif Nakiuddin. We just
nice
had a chat. Yeah, we had a chat about bangkai. We had a chat about Bleach. He mentioned something which I have heard about but never paid any attention because he reads more than what I can't remember what it was. Bleach ada light novel tau.
Yeah.
Some of them are after the fact. Not after that. After 1,000 Year Blood War.
Yes.
Blah di blah.
That's one light novel. Yes.
There's one or two. Tapi masalahnya ni pasal ini bukan dari studio. This Wikia can say whatever lah. Because dia kata benda ni macam bukan dalam ni, dia tak consider canon. Sedangkan kalau kau baca interview dengan Kubo dah berborak dengan this light novel authors, giving them green light for go ahead write it like this. Because dia tambah karakter, dia actually explain macam the Fullbringers. The reason they can do that is not just because mak diorang survive a hollow attack, but there's something else with it that's related to the 1,000 Year Blood War. Lagi satu, there's another character and okay, this one Arif bagi tahu. Dia kata there's been talk among people who have been watching this closely. Kan end credit nampak all the Zanpakutos kan?
Yeah.
There's one extra. And they know who it belongs to. And it belongs to a character in the light novel. The reason I'm bringing this up, we have 4 course. We've got 3 course left. We've done up to now, because this is one of my hobby horses. Where is it? It's up to volume 62. 61. Oh, sorry. So, just at the end of volume 61, kita dah habis core 1. So 55. So that's 6 issues. We only have now 13 volumes left. Kalau ikut logik, 13 dengan 6 is 2. So it's like, so you can finish it by core 3 then. So whether or not they are extending fight scenes or whether they are going to add more stuff, which they have said they're going to add more stuff, and whether or not they're going to take stuff from the light novel, it yet to be seen. Nobody said anything. Ini theorizing theory Yokohama Brazil, whatever the fuck. Because whether or not by core 4 are they going to include that 74-page manga panel, the one that's got the kind of make it an epilogue when Ichigo's grown up and married with kids, and tak tahulah, tapi rasa macam wow, they've done 6 volumes in this 13 episode core. So I'm quite interested to see what we're gonna get if they're going to do 3 more cores, because it feels like they could have finished it in another 2. Have you guys heard anything else or whatever?
I look forward to it lah.
Tapi
aku
itulah.
tak baca sangat.
Apa? MN Syafiq. Happy New Year, elbow cough. Elbow cough, you back. Inilah. Okay, itulah. Wow. So that's it then. So nampaknya kita sudah tiba di penghujung di sesi bedah kita malam ni. Core pertama Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War, dan diharapkan penonton di rumah terhibur dengan ulasan kami di malam ini. Happy New Year sekali lagi. Semoga 2023 brings you all greater stuff. Kami berharap penonton di rumah akan kembali bersama kami lusa. This is being a bit ada sebabnya 2 bulan pada waktu sama 9 malam untuk again there's a few season finales this past couple of weeks. So kami akan buat season finale 4 episod Chainsaw Man terakhir.
Hold on.
Can you
Chainsaw Man.
Tak boleh.
Denji is Ichigo in that series. CBG.
Denji ni dia minat benda lain. Totot. Selepas this season 2 bulan ni tak tentu lagi, tapi kemungkinan anime division akan bercuti untuk 6 minggu. Tapi anime division in this incarnation saya dan geng-geng BuzzPop yang lain akan bercuti untuk 6 minggu kerana BuzzPop daripada actually bukan daripada esok. Esok 1 hari bulan Januari akan bedah Agent Ali. It is to what's that?
Betul.
What's that? Bunga api. Bunga api. Boom boom. So kepada peminat siri animation Agent Ali, sila ke as usual BuzzPop dia punya session 9:30 malam lah di BuzzPop punya YouTube seperti biasa. So dia akan occupy Sunday for the next until pertengahan bulan 2. Tetapi kepada siapa yang rindu dengan anime content, don't feel disheartened. Kemungkinan kami akan be able to do some sessions atau tak session pun mungkin keluarkan video content related to anime in between, maybe from pre-recorded stuff atau macam seperti saya sebut dalam at the end of Harapan Spy Family itu, ada a few ideas knocking about dengan with regards to content. So watch this space. Anda boleh mengikutinya dengan community page Stomachofchaos punya YouTube atau boleh mengikuti Stomachofchaos dekat Facebook, where I will let you know lah kalau ada apa-apa different that we're gonna bring up across, because ada juga a couple of IPs yang mungkin kami nak sebut macam you know, IP yang elok, seperti for example at the moment like Witch from Mercury is still ongoing and we have a few people who are into Gundam, and for example tu mungkin itu akan buat dalam masa terdekat, dalam sebulan 2 ni lepas raya Cina kot, and so forth lah. Kita tengok lah what we can do. So kepada anda yang baru ke sesi kami, jangan lupa untuk melanggan, berkongsi dan tenyih butang like pada kedua-dua laman YouTube stomachofchaos.com dan juga BuzzPopTV, laman pop culture sukan ramai Malaysia. So sekali lagi terima kasih kerana sudi bersama kami. Kepada rakan panelis saya hari ini, Sukare sama Deshita, Akemaste, Omedetou gozaimasu, Shaz, Anri dan Jamal. Dan saya Kudo Marizu. Ijo desu. Mata Rainen. Okay guys, see you then. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Majulah fandom untuk